Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Stories and Sorceries. I certainly hope you know who I am, and you should know these folks by now.
Hello.
Hi.
Yo!
Before we get into tonight's game, I would like to give a massive thank you to all of our viewers and followers on Twitter. We have eclipsed 250 followers?
250 something. I'll tell you the exact number right now.
251, Wub.
Yeah, we were
251.
Trent's on it. 251,
we were
guys.
definitely prepared.
Yes. We're always prepared. This is a professional podcast.
Yes.
But yes, that is phenomenal. When we started this, would have been shocked if we got 50. We hit 50, and then somebody decided to be an absolute doll and like plug us or something, and we exploded from there. And I just cannot believe how high we skyrocketed.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Mind-boggling.
Thank
Yes.
you.
God, Brent, you have a way with words.
I've been told that from time to time.
But anyways, Trenton looks angsty, and you know I'm right there along with him.
Ready
I
to
wanna
play some
D&D.
D&D?
Let's do it!
So, coming into tonight's session. When last we left off, you'd spent 2 days ashore while Captain Cobalt recrewed, conversed with your charge, and once all was settled, you made some final preparations, created a magical item, purchased some magical items, and then, once again, set sail on the rat's nest. Promptly, as soon as you were given the opportunity, you hopped ship and are currently flying directly over to the ship that you are charged to protect to see if they will have you. And that's where we'll pick up. You have just left the deck of the rat's nest. You can still hear the bustle of the port town as you're sailing away quieter and quieter into this.
So we're like in between the ships.
Yes.
Okay.
So guys, I just thought about this as we left the rat's nest.
Are we?
They don't know who we are, and they don't know we're coming to stay on this.
Are you saying this like us flying in a V
Yeah.
formation?
Yes, we are in
Flying like geese.
as in the Mighty Ducks. You know, but yeah.
Quack.
Well, we might as well try, Alfie.
Well, yeah, we should obviously try. I'm just saying we should probably figure out what we're gonna say and how to approach the situation.
Well, we
Rolo.
better hurry up and talk about this. Cause
Rolo, have you ever flown before?
Yes.
Yeah.
You flew
It's
for
fun.
the
I
Sometimes.
drifted.
You drifted, you did.
Yes, I did.
I was about to make you make stupid rolls.
Brother does a backflip.
Cause we got about an hour, and I cannot cast the spell again.
We'll get there in an hour.
Yeah.
We're close.
Like, they're they're moving along with y'all, so it'll take you like maybe 2 minutes to catch them, but
Yeah.
flying full tilt, you definitely can.
So Rolo, listening to Alfie talk, he pulls out the Rolo form rag and just starts waving it as we're getting close.
Bro, are you using that as a white flag?
Yeah.
Could have picked a cleaner one.
Not bad, I guess.
I mean, it's either this or stinky socks.
Sticky socks.
Stinky?
Let's
I
go.
changed it.
Let's go with the Rolo form. So yeah, my guess is.
There's no Rolo form on it.
Well, I know that, brother.
That's still in the files.
I'm saying it's a little bit dirty. Anyway,
Well, it was dirty when I picked it up.
As you two are
Yeah.
talking, and Rolo, you're waving this rag. Alfie, you see along the
what do my half-elf eyes see?
along the aft of the ship, a few individuals approach the rampart and are shielding their eyes from the sun as they look and see your approach.
What the hell is an aft?
The rear.
Oh, you just said that.
Hold
You have
on.
port side, starboard, aft, and bow.
I just literally learned how to sail.
How far
Yeah.
away are we?
You're maybe 90 feet away.
Alright, so if I'm going to cast thaumaturgy to make my voice become 3 times as loud,
Alright.
and I will say, "We mean you no harm. We are the escorts from the rat's nest. We have decided to come down and sail with you
I will whisper-
instead of with the rat's nest, so we could guard the treasure."
I will whisper to Alfie. Say, can we come aboard?
May we come aboard your ship?
Brother,
Yes.
before you do that, a little warning. My ears hurt.
Oh shit, sorry, brother.
Ah.
Method acting, I see.
Very much so.
For the people that can't see us.
I always assume we're streaming.
Just getting that mindset so when it
But
happens.
yes, you have this exchange, and as Rolo's kind of wincing and waving this rag, you see one of the individuals a little bit more decorated than the rest. He throws up a hand and gives you a beckon. Alfie, you can see there's a look of trepidation and possibly frustration on his face.
So I put the rag away, and I stealthily fly.
God.
Roll a stealth check.
As we're
Literal broad daylight.
as we're coming in, I'll just be like, brother, I am going to need you to be on your best behavior.
23.
Okay, you take your cloak and you put it in front of you, and you drift like Dracula.
You are
certain
the knight,
that
brother.
nobody can see you.
I was born in the darkness.
Do I see this?
Yes,
I use
yes, you do.
I'll use presentation to like do a little arrow above him, like a blinking arrow.
That's fair enough. You'll have to recast it every now and then.
Yeah, right. It'll just be an arrow. He'll fly past it.
It's following me. Stop.
Like you're being chased by like the Internet Explorer cursor.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? Edward, I don't see you.
Somebody's trying to double click you. That's what it is.
Ah.
Hey, DM,
Yes,
I sneakily cast it.
you stealthily cast it. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Do I get a perception check?
You will get a perception
Yes, fuck you.
with all of your lucks. Please blow them all on this one check.
But I was going to.
But now that
But
you
now,
said that-
I'm just gonna take the 16.
21.
21.
I see
I
nothing.
him.
I see an arrow.
Oh yeah.
I choose not to say anything because I still feel deeply indebted to my friend.
I just keep
This
flying.
is how he hides it from you, Rolo. He kind of like drifts closer to Alfie and just like does it in front of his face. So all you see is the back of Alfie's head.
So like John Cena.
No.
Yeah.
You can't see this.
So like do I see the arrow though?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just like
It's
going
very
completely
obvious.
off fucking course, trying to escape it.
I have a super off-topic question real fast. Under tools,
Yes.
with my proficiencies,
Yes.
it has dice set. Does
Yes.
that mean I'm proficient in playing dice?
That means you know how to play dice.
it just means
Be
I'm
it-
aware of the rules of dice?
Yes.
Lame.
Congratulations, you know how to play D&D.
I was just like, no, I was just like, does Alfie literally get to add his proficiency to all of like dice games in bars? Because if so, I'm about to play some dice
Wait,
games in bars.
I think that would mean. Shit! I have a dice set.
You have a very, very expensive Three Dragons anti-dice set.
I do. I'm not proficient in it.
No.
Can I be?
If you
How
play
much
enough.
money do I have to lose?
It's less about losing it and more of playing.
So I'm gonna.
But yes, Alfie, Edward, you begin to approach. You've been beckoned aboard.
as
But as you
peacefully
approach,
as I can.
you see Rolo kind of as if he's being chased by a hornet. Just start doing loops, cartwheels,
Alfie, it won't stop!
breaking
Help!
the V completely, just veering off into the
Concentrate,
ocean.
brother. Just think land.
Okay, so I stop,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I look like I'm constipated in the air. I'm
Don't
just
flip
like,
yourself, brother.
Stop.
You do stop.
Not now. Talk about the arrow.
The arrow does stop.
I'll
above
make
your
it.
head.
I'll make it. No. When he does that, I'll stop.
You think, and you poop comes out, and then you open your eyes. The arrow is gone.
Alfie, you're fucking genius.
I told you, brother. You should always listen to me.
I have a mind of a god.
I wouldn't
Alfie.
go that far, but you
Mind
should come
over
down
power.
here so we could talk to this captain.
Alfie, as you're yelling this, you've reached the ramparts of
Yes.
the ship. You board the ship
I fly over.
as you're reaching it. But Alfie, Edward, you are introduced to the quartermaster and captain of this ship.
Did I see the ship's name on the
I
side?
did not. It is on the bow.
Well, we didn't.
What
go.
part of the ship is that?
The front.
We didn't go to the front.
Nope. You went
Did
to
I
the
happen to go to the
you are
front?
following them.
Did I happen to go to the front while I was running away from the arrow?
No, you went to the port side.
Which is
The right side.
okay.
Somebody's gonna eat my ass about how incorrect I am here, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct.
I'm also pretty sure that you wouldn't mind that either.
We've been over this. We've had this discussion out of game.
And now everybody knows.
Everybody knows what we talk about when the cameras are off.
What cameras?
Shut up. But anyways,
Yes. When I land and go in front of them, I will just say, hello, my name is Alfie. We are the Fey.F.C. We've been tasked to escort this ship safely back to
I only
Trinidad.
see two.
there
Edward, it's a pleasure.
you land on the bow, and the captain, dressed up in a fairly nice naval uniform.
I tip my fancy tricorder hat.
You tip your tricorder hat, and he kind of brings his hand to the bridge of his nose before looking past his hand and giving you a bow. He says, "Well, Fey.F.C, my name is Captain Carter Dialis. And this here is my quartermaster, Elena. So long as you are
Did you
what?
say Captain Carter what?
Dialis.
Dialis.
What is he doing?" And he points past you, Alfie, towards Rolo.
That's my brother. He, let's just say, likes to have fun.
He shakes his head. Get him over here.
Brother, I need you to get down here right now.
I was already on my way.
And then you land.
Hello, Captain.
So, the Fey.F.C,
Yes.
with all three of you in attendance, I would like to repeat, so long as you are on this ship, you will answer to my quartermaster here.
What's his name?
Aye, Captain. It's a girl.
What's her
Her
name?
name's Elena.
What's she look like?
She's got undercut blonde hair.
What do you mean undercut?
It's like it's shaved up to the top, so that she's just got like
It's like those Viking shaved side, but the reverse mohawk. No, it's a regular mohawk.
yeah,
Sorta.
except it's not like stuck up or anything,
Right.
and it draws into a ponytail.
Okay.
She's a Viking pirate, brother.
She's a pirate?
No, she's a Viking sailor, brother.
A Viking officer,
Viking quartermaster.
which is an officer.
We're getting off topic.
You can see she's standing
No topic.
at rest beside her captain and just shaking her head.
Pleasure to meet you. My name's Alfie.
Edward.
May I ask the name of this ship?
I tip my hood and I bow.
Well, as Captain Carter continues,
Is that with a K or C?
see,
Cool.
can't read my notes. Fuck! My handwriting is fantastic.
What's
I
wrong?
didn't buy a spyglass. Alfie said.
I have wood.
The ship you find yourself on now,
stole off a fucking mount.
the Silver Wind. Whilst you're aboard my ship, I expect you to conduct yourself properly and orderly. And as far as you three are concerned, her word is law.
Aye, Captain. I do have a question.
Of course,
but
I have
know
a
the
question
answer.
too. Who the fuck are you?
We are the Fey.F.C. We've been tasked by the king to escort this ship and ensure nothing bad happens, and that this gets back to Tribest safely.
The captain of the Rat's Nest said that we did such an excellent job that he wanted us over here so we could help you out.
Be closer in case something goes wrong.
Now, let me. And he looks towards the deck and. Jared! Come up here.
Does Jared look like a deckhand?
Jared does not look like a deckhand. Jared does not look like a sailor at all. He's kind of in casual but nice clothing. Darker complexion, darker hair, kind of kept underneath a small cap. Portly, but he wears the weight well.
What? Captain and Elena, they human?
Yes. Jared is a halfling.
Oh, okay.
But he makes his way to Captain, and he says, yes, Captain, can I help you with something? Jared, I would like you to, just tell me again what it is you told me before we left port. He said, oh, certainly. And he produces a notebook, and he reads verbatim. We, on the Silver Wind, carrying our precious cargo, will be escorted by the Rat's Nest, a cheaply hired but surely reliable group of pirates. And we are ensured that they will be kept under tow by the fated four.
They knew they were pirates.
And, who are these individuals, Captain?
The
Well, Jared, these are the fated four. And you see Jared kind of... Here?
Yes, here we are here to be closer to the thing we are protecting.
To the goods.
In case something happens, that way, off the ship, the Rat's Nest can handle business. On the ship, we can make sure nothing bad happens.
Men, you do understand that... And he points towards the Rat Nest. As Jared has just informed me once again, and now you, those are pirates.
I just figured that out the other day, yeah?
Yes, indeed they are.
Their business would be taking what's on this ship.
I can assure you, if they cross any line you set, you give the word, we will kill everyone on that.
Oh, we fucking will?
My brother here will make sure it happens. You have my word, and
Less of
But-
an issue of killing everyone on that ship, and more of an issue of ensuring safe escort. What's to stop them if you're here from sailing away at night?
because they
I mean-
want their money.
They want the money, and just to be real, we're really the muscle, not really them.
Captain,
Do you have cannons? Can you float?
I have a
Put your
dragon.
fucking arm down. A dragon.
Captain,
I don't know if you've noticed, but there's only 3 of us here.
I have.
Yeah,
I assumed there was some horrific sandworm incident
Ca-
or some such.
Not quite. The 4th member, I didn't know exactly how faint of heart any of you were, so she's away for the moment. But if anything goes down, I can call her back.
You can call a dragon.
Would you like to see? Most people don't believe me here, and then they're
I
very
don't blame
surprised
them.
whenever it
We're
happens.
actually kind of like the Fated 4 1/4.
He looks to his left, to his right. 3 men on either side. Well, 2 on 1 with Elena. And all of them kind of stand upright and cock their eyes at you.
I summon Sheila.
You summon Sheila. And appearing before them on the deck of this ship is a half-pint silver dragon.
Not quite half pint. She is
He can
on the
ride her.
verge of being a large creature. She's about the size of a horse, mate.
Just look at the mini.
You see for a moment, Jared falls onto his ass and scrambles to one of the ramparts and realizes it doesn't move. And he looks at you and he kind of makes the connection. And he stands back up and he tidies himself.
Good girl, Sheila. And I give her some chin scratches.
Edward. What you doing over there, buddy?
Elena, watch after these individuals. He leaves the wheel. He walks down the stairs and vanishes behind a door for a moment.
Alfie, Rolo.
Yes, Edward.
The captain does make a excellent point. Maybe I should fly back to the Rat Nest.
Well, I know
I
me
think
flying.
if anyone should, it would definitely need to be you, buddy.
It would definitely need to be not me.
Yes, and I will stay here to make sure everything is on the up and up.
Because I do not show the same insight as him. I know that the captain has been, well, moody, but I feel like we can trust him.
He's moody but reliable,
Yes.
I would say.
If you're gonna go
But-
back,
I guess
If it makes him feel better, it might be a
I
good
guess
idea.
they are pirates. And
That is true. So yeah.
if you're gonna
it
go
might be
back,
good.
get our 500 gold each back since you're gonna be feeding the horses.
I think that gold is gone.
For now.
Probably, but it might not hurt to ask. Maybe wait a couple days, gain some favor with him.
Don't say I
Feed his
mentioned it.
rat. Might get you some brownie points.
We will see.
Yeah.
But
Just be careful, Edward, and I want you to send me a message with your mind thing every day to make sure that you're good and everything is fine.
Be
okay?
sure to eat well.
I
Do
need
your
you to
laundry.
shake on this, mate.
So,
Every day.
what is it you three can do? As Elena steps forward.
First, do you like to be called sir or ma'am?
So long as you're on this ship, you will respect my station, and it is sir.
Okay, just wanted to make clear. Just want to be clear. Sir, I know how to pull the ropes and the sails and tie 'em.
A bosun then.
That thing. Yeah,
I have been training the quartermaster position.
he's excellent at counting.
I have gotten quite well. Also with dividing up rations and
He absolutely loves pickles.
I am what the pirates called a powder monkey, if you will. But if you excuse me, and I will fly away.
before you go, you might want to explain to them what you're doing.
I heard you just fine.
yeah, I
But
guess you would have.
You'll
heard
not
that,
leave
right?
this deck without my say-so.
Yeah, you might want to ask permission. We
Now,
are on their ship. now.
Trouble.
I apologize.
None of you
so-
three will take one step from where you are until the captain returns.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Of
But-
course, so.
An extra set of eyes, and an extra set of hands for the ropes never hurt anybody.
I would like to make mention. I was going to say before the captain left that I can see quite far, quite well. So if you do need an extra set of eyes in the crow's nest, I would be more than happy to oblige.
He'll need his own spyglass there.
I did forget to buy a spyglass, and I'm quite sad about it.
Well, I suppose it's a good thing that that is the lookout's job. Anyways, you two have full faith in this individual to keep a whole ship of pirates at bay.
Captain Cobalt is a moody individual, but I do find him to be trustworthy and reliable in this sense, as well as very capable in a combat scenario. We
You're
were
talking
attacked
to
by
us two,
ghosts
right?
on our way
Okay,
here.
he kind of looked at him, and so I was like, wait a minute, I'm confused.
Well, you're right beside him.
You disappeared.
Stealth on point. Yes, I strongly believe that if there was ever a man for this job, it'd be Edwin.
She cocks an eye at you, Edward, and looks you up and down. The bright colors, the swords, the, I assume, satchel of juggling balls.
That's a very good
With
assumption.
a nice shot at one.
That's why he's leaving. He doesn't want you to lose another one.
Alfie's more sad.
Well, you each know each of you more than I know you. So, in a show of good faith, I'll put my trust in you. If you think he's up to the job, he's up to the job. You're relieved.
You won't regret this, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And then, about as soon as you two give your thanks, you and a door closes. And climbing the stairs once more is Captain Carter. He has a old, kind of tattered at the edges, looks to be a hand-corded notebook. See, you two, where is he going? As he stops mid-sentence.
Yes, Captain. We took your advice about the pirates, and while we do trust them, we think to make you more at ease, we were gonna send one back to ensure they don't do any funny business.
He looks to Elena. You approve this, sir? Well, that's all there is to it. But anyways, see, my grandfather, he was a big fan of any tale. Doesn't matter if it was about a braggart redhead who got decapitated by a lovely sword maiden, or dragons. If he found it, he wrote it down. But you see, got one here, and he flips through the pages, blows some dust in, or out. A great crested frill runs across their head, slick horns that glisten in the moonlight, and scales as silver as the stars. Well, that certainly all checks out. But this is a far cry from creatures whose wings eclipse the night sky, or whose steps shake the earth. Closes the book. Quite a pint-sized dragon.
She's still a baby.
Yes, Captain, I've had her about 2 years. When I got her, she's about this big.
Now she's this big.
I could hold her in my arms and we could take naps together. But now she's a bit big, but I can ride her like a horse. I'm hoping one day she will grow large enough so I can fly on her.
Well, if your dragon ever gets big enough to lift a ship, maybe then we'll have something to talk about. But he tucks the book underneath his coat. Anyways, I believe I heard bosun
Sir?
and quartermaster.
Aye, Captain.
Well, that's gonna be bosun and deckhand.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain.
Get two. And Elena immediately points to two positions. One at the rigging for you, Rolo, and one just on the deck. for
I'm
you.
gonna need a
I'm going-
direction for the rigging.
Well, she
The
pointed to
literal center of the ship
She pointed to
for the sails.
I mean, yeah,
gonna-
she pointed to it. I didn't see that.
Well, yeah, you would have.
Well, I saw her. Rolo saw her.
Well, yeah, you just say I go to
did.
the rigging. This is where she
I want to know.
Yes, Elena.
Quartermaster.
Sir,
Better.
I don't quite know exactly all the duties of a deckhand. Full disclosure, I just started learning ship stuff about a week ago.
Well,
I'm over there.
lucky for you, this ship runs tight and everything is tip-top. Our
I'll
crew
do
does a
my
wonderful
absolute
job.
Best.
And if you do a wonderful job, you'll fit right in. But if the waves get angry, water finds its way on the deck, you'll brush it off. If I say climb on the side, scrape barnacles, you'll scrape barnacles. If I say move that there, you'll move that there. And it doesn't matter what that is.
Yes, sir. What's my first order?
First order is to follow him, do what he does, and she points to just a random dude milling around on the deck.
I will go up to said random dude. And
This sounds
say,
like an episode of Dirty
I've been,
Jobs.
I've been ordered to follow you and do what you do. My name's Alfie.
Well, howdy, Alfie. Well, I guess it'll make the day go by faster.
Am I supposed to be going and meeting somebody, or am I just going over there and start doing rope stuff?
You're checking the rigging.
Check, which is in the middle of the boat.
Yeah,
Yep.
it holds the sails.
I'm there.
What's your name, mate?
My name.
What
A
is
lot of
it?
people bother to ask that these days. Everybody's concerned with the captain or the quartermaster, that random tramp that comes on the boat every now and then.
What is a tramp?
Pete.
Pete. Nice to meet you, Pete.
He holds out his hand. Pete Westroth,
Alfie Windrunner.
Windrunner. I'd like to see it.
Really?
Anyway,
It just flew over here.
Like, would you really like to see it? I'm being serious, mate.
Go for it.
I'll activate my boots of flying and run in the air in a circle about 10 feet in the air just for like 10 seconds and then come back down.
Oh, fuck. Ugh. Anyways.
Yes, but
Moving these barrels, follow me.
I would look forward to learning and I'll do anything you say, sir.
And a hard job.
Did you just waste your boots for the day?
No. I get like
10 minutes.
I get a certain amount of hours.
Hours?
Yeah. Let me check it.
I thought it was 10 minutes a day.
I was gonna say, I feel like you just wasted that just to show off.
No, you can
While
activate
you wear
it
these
as many
boots, you have a
times as
flying
want.
speed equal to your walking speed. You can use boots to fly for up to 4 hours, all at once or in several shorter flights, each one using a minimum of 1 minute for the duration. If you're flying when the duration expired, you descend at a rate of 30 feet per round. It regains 2 hours of fly capability every 12 hours they aren't in use.
So, they're still activated. You're walking on the deck.
Yeah, just get it for a minute
So
and then go
so
away.
they're just
So I have a
six-
minute out of
Yeah.
4 hours.
While he's walking.
Anyways,
I just walk like 6 inches above the deck, so I look like pretty fucking tall. I'm just
Alfie.
walking on air
Stilts.
for a minute.
give me a... Sorry, my bad, I misspoke. Rolo.
Oh.
Give me a... Wisdom check with proficiency.
Wisdom check.
Yeah, so just perception.
Ah,
pretty much.
my. Look.
Hey, while he's rolling, how big is this ship in comparison to the rat's nest?
Hey, Alfie. Or, fuck, I did it again. Rolo,
Just
I want to remind you something. You're proficient. So, 10 plus...
That still use that luck.
Yes.
Shit, there's only one higher. 24.
24. The rigging looks tight. Good.
That
Double
sounds
square
wrong.
knots.
Wait a minute.
That sounds wrong.
16.
What the fuck did you...
Rigging looks much
so,
less
okay,
tight.
so what I did was I rolled a 4.
Okay, which becomes a 10.
Yeah, and usually when that happens when I'm attacking, it's in the 20s. So I just added 20.
You don't add it when you attack.
No,
It's
not
only skills.
not attack.
Stealthing. Stuff of the such.
Yeah, stealthing and sleight of hand and stuff like that. Yeah,
Gotcha.
not attacking. My bad.
Huh?
Pete, human.
Pete is human. But in that note, there's a few different individuals on the Silver Wind. There's a handful of humans. You've seen a few stocky dwarves, and one orcish individual.
I'm just any NPC I get the name.
Okay.
I'm just doing it so if I come back to it,
So-
I
But
can
yeah, 16,
15.
15.
Because I don't think we had a long rest or something. Because I still have my luck maxed out.
go.
I don't know why, but it's maxed out. Unless I didn't click
Oh, I
the...
think he used it all before we flew over here. I remember editing last week's episode.
What the fuck did you do?
He did something
no
and
fucking
used
telling.
3 luck and it didn't work out.
So yeah, 15.
15. Okay, at least you were honest with me.
I try to be.
Feel
I'm
out
an
of
honest
character for
thief.
Rolo. But
Reform love.
Reform low. Hashtag
the rigging
reform low.
still looks tight.
Slightly less tight than you initially thought.
You just don't recognize as many of the knots. But anyway, Edward,
So many knots.
you catch back up onto the rat's nest fairly quickly as it's coming towards you as you're going towards it. You land on the deck, and you hear around the ship a few people give a chuckle. You look up towards the captain, and he's shaking his head. Well, what's the news, boy?
Well, Captain, as you probably expect, they don't trust you not to attack them.
Well, they're at least a little bit smarter than you three flying off like that.
We had drift.
Fail.
Gonna watch your horses. Gonna do your job.
Yes, Captain.
Well, here. And he reaches into his pocket and he just kind of monkey throws a pouch towards you. You catch it,
Yeah.
jingles like coin.
I'm assuming it's 500 or 1,000.
You can take the time to count it.
No. I won't.
1.
Okay. Well then, for as long as you have that pouch on you, you can add 600 gold. But after a brief chuckle and a few curmudged snarls at you actually getting some money back, they go about their jobs. You can see there are a few flopping individuals still asleep against some of the ramparts sprawled out on the deck, and one individual who's still asleep but has been tied to the mainmast. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're here, or just keep an eye out?
I'll keep an eye out, and I'm assuming my previous job, so I'll just do my powder monkey job.
All right. You don't get an escort this time, or a chaperone rather. But as you go below deck and start cleaning tracks, checking cannons, you notice there are 3 more than there were. Seems like the ones that were damaged by Sheila's onslaught have been replaced. The deck that was marred by acid repaired. And with a full crew, it's a bit crowded, but it seems to be running much more effectively. As you go about your job, people make way. They see that you're doing work, and they leave you to work. Occasionally, you do mill past your previous chaperone, and he kind of tips his head towards you.
Odd.
But if you're working, and they'll let you work. So, for the day's travels, I don't remember whose turn it is to roll.
I think it might be mine.
It's his.
Okay. What am I rolling?
As soon as I wake my tablet up again because it went to sleep,
Turn it off.
you're rolling a D6.
I will go with my green D6.
It only let me restrict it to 30 minutes.
In memory.
And then it goes back. I don't know why. It's stupid.
Of my fond missing of the forest. 2.
2. Roll another D6.
I will now roll a blue D6 in honor of my girl Sheila and her cold breath.
I figured it would have been because you're on the
2.
sea.
2. Damn. Well, as the day progresses, those of you who stay above deck are thankful as some clouds roll in, and it blocks the abusive and ever-present sun over this clear, fairly mild ocean. Then a wind picks up. It's refreshing, brings with it good scent, washes away kind of the stagnant seawater. And it is the wind that is in your sails. Gain a day of travel.
Nice.
So refreshing.
So 3 days after we rest instead of 4?
Yes,
Nice.
because the winds are with you.
Was it because he did the Windrunner dance?
Who knows?
Had to be the wind for the dance.
If you try to convince Pete of that, you may succeed. But, anyways, everybody seems pleased with your work. Rolo, pretty easy for you. You notice there's a few other people that come by that also are checking the rigging. It seems that this crew is probably a bit redundant. There's probably more than the necessary amount of people for each station, but it keeps things running, and it keeps things running smoothly. Alfie, you probably have the most intense job, as pretty regularly Elena will come down just to see how you're doing. She checks on you as well, Rolo. Never more than just a passing glance. But whenever she comes to visit you, Rolo, Alfie. God damn it, that's 3 times. It's probably going to be a trend today. It's going to be one of those days.
Yep.
But every time she checks on you, Alfie, you're moving at least 1 full barrel for seemingly no reason.
I do it quickly. Anything anyone asks, I just get it done.
Just want to throw it out there while I'm doing the ropes. I'm whistling while I work.
Gotcha. While you whistle, you hear it. obviously. You recognize it. And for a moment you think, oh, are they going to have a problem with that? But it carries on. Never stops. You never hear anybody complain.
Nice.
But, a few, maybe an hour into your yes man routine, Alfie, Pete kind of cocks an eye at you. He says, you know, feeling a bit peckish. Think you could fetch me some rice below deck?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll go below deck.
Okay. There are people doing their job. You see Alfie. Fuck, god damn it! You're on a different ship. Shut up.
Hey, your name's not Alfie.
Yeah. Just two
You
fuck-ups
see
right
yourself.
there. You see people tending cannons. You see people kind of getting ready to end a shift. Making room on cots. These cots seem to be a little more high bar
Do
than
I see
the cats.
Elena?
You did not see Elena.
No.
You saw Elena on the top deck.
Before I went down?
Yes.
Okay, like, after Pete talked to me?
Yes.
Well, as I go down, I'll just be like, excuse me, sir. Pete asked for rice, and I'm not sure where that's located. Could you point me in the right direction?
It's not mealtime.
Oh, I will go tell Pete that it is not mealtime then.
You do that.
Sorry, sir. And I'll turn around, and I'll come back, be like, Pete.
Rolo. You see Alfie come above deck, speak to Elena, and then immediately turn around and go back below deck.
I'll go back to Pete and just be like, that was a good one, mate.
But where's the rice?
It's not mealtime.
Oh, bastard. Well, then I guess I ought to pat you on the back. Don't need to go to Elena for everything, though.
Well,
That'd make for a very busy woman.
to be fair, I didn't know where the rice was, and if I did go get you
What?
rice, I could have gotten in trouble. So, kind of a good thing I asked her.
He kind of looks past some of the other doors. Ration storage is right down there.
Well, I've never been on this shit.
Wondering why you went up deck. God. Oh well. Valuable lesson though. Don't always do what you're told. Unless I tell you to do it. Then do what you're told.
But you told me to do that, and it was the wrong thing to do.
I taught you a lesson though, boy.
I mean,
Now you do, now you learned. Now you know better.
well, I just wasn't aware of the rule, and now I know the rule.
Exactly.
If I'd have just known the rule and you'd have asked, I'd have just said no.
But then you wouldn't have learned nothing.
Because if I didn't learn the rule, mate.
This back
Do I
and
hear
forth,
all this?
You're above deck. But this carries on for a good minute.
DM?
As him not wanting to like admit that he was being kind of a little.
I'm just gonna
shorty.
keep it going just to fuck with him. Just keep back and forth for as long as he wants to go back and forth.
But Rolo, a few moments passed. Nobody's checked the rigging or the sails or anything of the such for a minute. What would you like to do?
I mean, am I supposed to be still working on this?
Still on the ship? You ain't received any other orders.
I guess I'm still working on it.
Okay, you go check the rigging.
I mean, I guess I never left. I'm trying to make a good impression.
You're just standing there, just watching them.
I'm like, yeah, this
Just
is
wait.
annoying.
I fucking dare this not to loosen.
Again, perception check.
Perception?
Yeah, it's wisdom with proficiency, so
Oh.
perception.
Oh, that would have made that so much easier. I could just look at perception so that I hadn't added.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I did say pretty much a perception check.
You can see. 20?
20?
Dirty 20.
Okay. They're tight. Well anchored. You don't feel like these sails are going to go anywhere? Tight ship?
Tight shit.
Ship.
Oh, I thought you said tight shit.
I really don't want to get in trouble.
But, Edward, you're below deck. You can't help but to hear it. talking amongst the crew. Whispers, low tones. Hey, man, I thought the captain said once we came aboard ship, we'd be able to get a good score. What's going on here? And there's a few grumbles before. Might be after this job, might be right before it ends, who knows, you know. Best to keep it unpredictable, that way they don't know what you're doing, because you don't know what you're doing, then nobody knows what's going on, and it's easier to get away. But, and he kind of, like, leans towards somebody, and he's like, I don't think we'll be doing much with, pretty boy on deck. And you see one dude peek over his shoulder. He kind of, like, locks eyes with you for a moment.
Look away.
And then he goes back.
Natural.
And they talk in a lower tone, and you can't really make it out. You can't make it out organically. You can roll for perception if you would like to try.
I will attempt.
Okay.
I
Trade
will.
secrets. Secrets?
25.
Whispers.
25.
17, so.
Natural 17.
Yeah.
You kind of listen, you stop clanking and scrubbing just to get as clear as you can. And you do hear, well, I mean, one dude, time to the cop.
Fuck, bro. That motherfucker knows like 7th level spells.
Everybody sleeps every now and then, right?
Are they gonna beat him with
Think he can swim? And they just continue to talk, and eventually it comes to an end as one person kind of butts in, kind of gets between them and pulls them apart. And he talks loud enough for you to hear naturally. You don't move unless the captain says so. Now buckle it in. And he kind of like pushes them away, and they go about their business. Is there anything you would like to try to accomplish while you're on the rat's nest, or just continue your routine that was drilled into you? I'd like to blow this bitch up.
Yeah, exactly. Set explosives.
We'll cast fly. He's about 60 feet above deck.
Oh no! He'll lose.
6th level.
He'll lose another horse.
I don't think Shadow's making it out of that one.
Oh, fuck.
He's a monster.
Edward Mine would not be okay after that. But anyway, no, I will do my best to, you know, keep doing the job that I've been doing. Maybe try to heal anything else if I can. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm and every night, or the night when it happens, just do some juggling. You know, see if the pirates I not try to perform, but you know, maybe practice, and some of them like, what's this, and just watch and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A man dedicated to his craft.
And his craft.
You don't see
is
shit.
juggling.
I fucking love it. It's like one of the most unique and fucking amazing bard choices for his art form.
But I make sure when I do that, I use the purple ball my dear friend Alfie gave to me.
Every time he juggles, Alfie just gets smiled. He doesn't know why.
And then you remember that you only have it because you lost your original.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I'd sure like that red one back.
Every time
And
I
Alfie
juggle,
gets sad. He
Every
also
time-
doesn't know why.
every time I juggle it on deck, Alfie could see it from the other ship. And he gives a thumbs
Does
up.
it have a giant arrow above it?
But the day progresses. Your job kind of winds down, Alfie. Pete stops giving you so much shit. Less bickering, more just idle chit chat. Rolo,
Still staring at the knot.
yeah, somebody comes by. And he puts a hand on your shoulder and he's like, buddy, hey. You
Hey.
know, I'm pretty sure they're squared away.
Yeah, but Quartermaster Lena said that I should be doing this, so I wasn't gonna go anyway.
Yeah, but like every 10 minutes, just come check on them. You know, big ship. We could always use another pair of hands somewhere else for a while.
Quartermaster Lena said don't do anything unless she said it.
Whoa. Listen, I'm not trying to undermine the missus, but
I hugged the pole.
buddy, she ain't said nothing to you.
How long have you been watching me?
Oh, going on about 20 minutes now.
Huh?
You're kind of hard to miss. You kind of stick out.
Me? Look up and down.
In your leather armor, strapped with multitudes of daggers and a cloak, you do stick out in the crowd of uniformed or occasionally casual, shirtless individuals.
I could be shirtless.
I don't think that's really the issue here.
Start taking off my shit.
The fun thing, you don't need to. You do you. Listen, if
Never heard of
If the
moonbathing?
missus ain't said nothing to you, far be it from me to tell you what to do. I'm just saying, mealtime was like 20 minutes ago.
I ain't hear no bell.
It's a schedule, brother.
I just got
Reminds me of the
here.
South Park
I didn't.
meme. I didn't fucking bell.
I didn't even get a proper orientation.
Thought you said you could do stuff.
Yeah,
Like you had to have, otherwise they'd have kicked you off the ship.
trust me. The FTC would not approve of that shit.
Oh. Okay, well...
The Federal Docking Commission is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, brother. If you go
Yes,
below
Hulk
deck...
Hogan.
you go below deck, they can get you squared away with a meal if you need it. Otherwise, I mean...
I look around and see if I see Quartermaster Elena.
She's standing behind the captain.
I signal to her. Question mark?
She waves at you, just kind of gone.
Okay, I stealthily go downstairs.
You should make roll stealth. The sun is setting, so who knows? You might get somewhere this time.
28.
Okay. You turn away from the quartermaster and you start to walk towards the bow of the ship. And the dude talking to you, he's like, "Hey, where are you going?" And you like cut a sharp corner around the mast, and he goes to follow you, and you're gone. You follow the shadow of the mast to the I forgot the word for it. The stairs to get below deck. And you notice people are lighting lanterns. Light is being made so things can stay operable. There are a few individuals who act as if they don't need it, but you know, it's their job, so they take it anyway. And Alfie, you would notice they're hanging lanterns around the ship as well, just so people can still see. But, true to his word, you go looking for a meal and somebody squares you away.
So hungry.
You get a rum ration. You get water. You get kind of a sweet, almost porridge, but not really. And a hunk of bread.
This is so much better than what I'm used to. Ah. We get.
Am I
Wait.
down there when he?
You are.
All right. Am I eating?
Since you were there with Pete, Pete did not skip mealtime.
Okay.
So you would have gotten
Oh,
your
brother,
meal.
come eat with us.
Is that the cool kids table?
Yeah, sure. Listen, this is so much
We
fun.
get rum?
Yeah, we
You-
get fucking bread. Bread. No fucking
Pete,
How-
bread.
how does the
Pete
porridge
hears,
taste?
"Is this the
It's
cool
sweet.
kids table?" He chokes on it for a minute.
How does the porridge taste?
It's sweet, brother.
It's sweetened. It definitely has molasses in it, but you don't really taste anything past that.
I pull out the little thing of spices
Mhm.
and just put some in mine.
You're referring to what
Kyle.
Kyle gave you.
Yeah.
You put a little bit in there.
Because I have
mix it around.
I have like a bag of it, right?
Fine.
You have a vial.
I have like a little to-go baggie file.
Yeah. To go baggy mop.
So I just like get a little pinch and go.
Salt Bay it.
Stop there. And I take a bite.
It's fantastic.
Oh, this is fucking amazing.
What is your favorite food?
Oh shit. Put me on the spot. Chicken.
Chicken? Okay. The first few bites taste like chicken. Very well seasoned, very
Little
well
known
done.
fact, Feywell's known for their fried chicken.
You had no fucking idea.
Towards the end of your meal.
Fey.F.C.
Oh, that was good.
Is that the episode title?
But towards the end of your meal,
Fey.F.C.
Rolo, as you kind of start to feel like it's kind of weird, the taste of chicken kind of starts to go flavor blind. It shifts to a different palate, equally as delicious, and it's refreshing. And it seems like every bite you take is just as good as the first.
This food is so much better than the stupid rat nest.
You hear Pete come in. Hey! What the fuck was that?
Oh, you want some?
Oh, hold on. What is it?
It's spices. It makes you taste like when you put it on your food, right? You taste what your favorite food is.
What?
What's your favorite food?
I'm quite partial to baked apples.
Baked apples. So if I took some of this, which I'm not pointing at because I put it back in the bag. If I take some of it and I sprinkle it on there, your porridge will taste like baked apples.
You're pulling my leg.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Why don't you just give him a bite of yours?
Yeah, just try some of mine.
And he kind of like breaks off a piece of his bread and kind of scrapes the outside of your bowl, puts it in his mouth, rolls it around for a moment, and you see his eyes just kind of go on a journey between confusion and like acceptance and back to confusion.
What's that anime that you watch? The cooking one?
Oh, Food Wars.
Food Wars.
He loses all the clothes.
Do not explode.
This is amazing!
But he does come in mid chew. What the? Where the hell did you get this?
This really cool dude named Kyle. Between us.
I've never known a cool Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't either till I met him, but between us girls,
Excuse me.
it's just a figure of speech. Anyway, like, he has really high anxiety. And, like, he just really wants, like, please one woman.
You didn't get. He's in love with the lady, mate.
Yeah,
You didn't catch those signs, brother? Literally, dude, the
he
guy.
literally, looked like he's gonna piss himself every time, like, someone did something.
Yes, because every time he looked at her, his face went fucking red as
That's
a lobster.
not gonna get a lady.
No, but he was like embarrassed and didn't want anything bad to happen around her. He's been like
I mean,
guarding
I
this
figured
lady
that
for
was
years.
just his job.
Well, yeah, it is. But did you not see every time she spoke, he was all like blushy and like, oh shit.
No, he was shaking like he's having a seizure.
Yeah, 'cause he's
The
nervous.
night progresses as you two continue.
Did he want any of the spices?
He had
Do you
enough.
offer him any?
You don't
Yeah.
have but a couple doses of that.
Yeah.
That vial comes with about 6 doses.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
So you offer him some?
yeah.
He takes it gladly. So now you're down
well,
4.
no. I reach in
Oh no.
and I pull out some of the mashed up shrooms.
Oh
and put it in his bowl. Oh no! Bottoms up, then.
You put it in his bowl, and without even actually,
Disadvantage.
that's ass.
Disadvantage.
It doesn't matter. Give me a deception check, just for the hell of
Just
it,
for shits and
Okay.
gigs.
This is-
just to let you roll some dice.
Watch your.
I know. All right, deception.
Yep.
Look.
Is it below 10?
Oh yeah. So 11.
Reliable talent is a hell of a thing.
But
An hour
it,
in and I haven't rolled a single D20.
but it was a natural 1.
Yeah, you might want to luck that.
I would. We still haven't had a long rest.
Boy.
For a total of
11.
11. Okay, still beats him.
Oh wow.
Woo!
That fat 3. with not very high wisdom.
Pete's about to get blitzed.
Oh, those mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were trying to paralyze him. That was a root. That's a root.
No.
Yeah.
He's about to go on a
He's
journey.
about to go on a spirit quest.
You sprinkle some in, and without much question, he starts shoveling in food. And he gets about 3 in, and he pauses for a second. Man, what the fuck? This just tastes like... What the fuck? He looks down at the bowl.
Do I notice what he just put in there?
With your passive perception, I would say you would have been able to tell the things that landed in his bowl are certainly not what came out of.
After him doing it before, he should be able to smell the difference.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go, oh, and then I'm gonna stay
And I'm just
silent,
gonna do
and I'm
like-
gonna eye my brother.
I'm gonna do a
and
little
just
nudge,
be like-
nudge.
And we're gonna both try not
He
to
keeps
laugh.
looking at his bowl. He takes a spoonful up to his nose and... Oh, what the...
You okay there, buddy?
Oh.
Oh. I just look at him and I go,
Oh! And
Whoa!
he gets up from the table and just runs off.
Brother, was that what I think it was?
"Absolutely."
Oh, Pete's gonna have a
About
not
10
so good
seconds
night.
later, from the porthole that's like right beside y'all's table, because you actually do have a table, you see just brown liquid and chunks falling off, and you can hear Alfie Pete just retching.
Sounds like he's reaching for both ends.
Once he's done, he is gonna be in a different plane of existence, brother.
Yeah.
Figuratively.
If you can't find him in the morning, check the crow's nest.
Not
few
gonna
moments
lie,
go
I
by.
should probably babysit him tonight, just to
A
make
few
sure
moments go
nothing
by
bad
while y'all
happens.
talk. The sun is getting pretty low. You see people starting to turn in. All the cots are full. But one individual does bring you a collection of linens.
It's okay. We're good at making hammocks out of things.
And he leaves you to do with it what you will.
And
And
make sure Pete's okay.
in the middle of you getting your bedding sorted out, Pete does run back downstairs, and his eyes are dilated like crazy. He's looking around. Who the fuck are you?
I'm gonna go. Pete, calm down.
Why is everything moving?
Calm down. Come here.
You're
come
trying
here,
to
come
calm
here.
him down, and
I'm just laughing.
you hear some heavy footfalls. And Rolo, you see approaching Alfie from behind is an orcish individual.
I hide.
Give me a stealth check.
I'm getting the fuck out. That's natural 20 for 33.
As soon as you hear these footfalls, you look back and you see this man approaching, about a head and shoulder above everybody else. You immediately go into a roll and go sideways right under a cot. No sound. Then Alfie, you hear them as they get closer, and a hand lands on your shoulder. And this dude with some pretty hefty tusks come in, and his head's about almost twice the size of yours. Oh, man. What the hell's going on with him?
I don't know.
I'm still listening.
And Pete's like, ah!
Calm down. Listen, man. I looked at the guy with the tusk and was like, this guy was eating with us. He went out, threw up everywhere. He was pretty fucking disgusting sounding. And then he just came back in here and was just yelling, who the fuck are you? And I'm trying to calm him down, but he just won't stop screaming.
Well, maybe he'll sleep it off. And you see him reach into his back pocket and he pulls out a blackjack. Clubs the fuck.
And I see this.
Oh, yes.
He just breaks this motherfucker. Just clunk.
And as soon as he makes contact, Pete just like falling like a plank of wood.
Night town.
If anybody could see Rolo, he's just over there clapping, just like yes.
But yeah, Pete knocked the fuck out. And you see he kind of picks him up by the center of his shirt and takes him over to a cot. I guess he can have mine, and just tosses him on the side of it.
He'd probably be better in the morning. Maybe he got that thing I heard. What's it called? The what?
Sea
Seasickness or something?
better not be. People go fucking crazy.
Yeah, when people go crazy
And he
when they're on
gestures
the
toward the
ocean
port
too
hole.
long, you just throw them overboard.
Sometimes they.
Still alive?
Well, sometimes they try to kill people.
It gets that bad?
Oh yeah.
What kind of fuck is
So what
seasickness
causes it?
in
Just
y'all?
being on the
Did you
ocean
say
too
that?
long?
Yeah, I'm just underneath the cot. What the fuck?
You said, what kind of thickness? And the dude on top of the cot. Whoa, what the?
I dropped my die. I was trying to find it. You know, trying to play some rollies.
Fucking. And he just kind of like tries to shoot you away.
Sorry,
But yeah,
sorry.
you continue to talk to this orcish individual. He's like, well, you know, it's not always that bad, but well, you see, sometimes out in the sun, the salt in the air, it can fuck with somebody. This one dude, he just fucking lost it. He came out swinging axes.
No shit.
Oh yeah, he didn't get far though. Oh no, he did not. Get
Who took
far.
him down?
Oh, it was a group effort, really.
Nice.
I was really
I don't-
half expecting Elena to just come in there and beat his ass.
Oh, Elena runs a zero tolerance kind of policies. We all know that. If he'd made it up above deck, she probably would have. But we stuck him in one of the closets for a few days, and he eventually came out of it.
He came out of
That's
the closet.
We let him out.
Metaphorically.
But yeah, we did have one dude. He stuck somebody in sleep. That guy woke up. He was not happy. He didn't make it, but rest his soul in the ocean. I'm sure he's glad to know that the guy stuck him didn't either. So
Alfie,
I mean,
why
I
does this
miss
ship,
trees, but damn, that's a little bit extreme.
why does this ship sound more dangerous than the pirate ship?
I mean, I think that's just over a long period of time, just things he's seen, brother.
Edward, as you're bedding down,
He gets stabbed.
you get your cot. But if you take a moment before you go to sleep, kind of contemplating, do I really want to juggle? Will I be judged? And your anxiety kind of flows in and out. And it does cross your mind. Red really is better than purple. But you do see, while you lay there contemplating, a few people kind of ease out of their cot for a moment and look at you. See your eyes are still open and they go back to bed. And it happens one or two times. But, is there anything you'd like to do?
I will.
God, you Caesar Edward?
I will.
That's the way to put it.
Wake up with
The eyes of Xander.
I will. I will force send a message to Alfie. I'll do quietly.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Good God, okay. 27.
27. Okay. You whisper it. You kind of roll over, put your hand under your pillow, and kind of talk into it. But you don't believe that you'll be heard.
And I'll say this like super
Yeah,
quietly. Yeah. Oh, you can. Alf is doing fine on the ship, but been hearing rumors that may not be good for your ship. So keep an eye out. Love, Edward.
Exciting.
I can automatically respond
You can.
to sending,
Yes.
right? I'll let the quartermaster know. Be careful. Watch your back. And most importantly, if anything goes down, contact us immediately. Good night, Eddie.
With that, cause I did see people see if I was asleep, right?
Yeah, you saw people look at you.
I will pretend.
These aren't the stealthiest individuals.
I will pretend like I'm asleep.
Roll performance.
I got this. Watch me.
What
roll
my
a nat
boy
one.
Eddie does best.
Watch me roll a now one.
Please don't.
Please don't.
I consider you a personal friend, and I'd be very sad if you got stabbed 37 times.
There's about 30 crewmates now, right?
Yeah, roundabouts.
30 stabs, hell yeah.
37 stab.
What was that old, is that a nat 1?
It's a nat 2. 14.
For a total of 14?
14, chief.
Could be worse.
Oh my god.
Right?
Okay. A few moments pass, and you hear two cots creak. Hey, not the time, and nothing comes of it.
I guess I will, guess I'll try to get some sleep.
Alright. Oh. You try to get some sleep.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
Sleep with one eye open, bud.
That's
And about an
impossible.
hour into your rest,
I
Oh
tried.
no.
you start to hear screaming. Ah! Where the fuck is... Why am I all tied up? What the fuck boat is this? What am I doing here? And like a few crew members run up top. And you hear this dude raving and raving. Do you go to check?
I will.
Okay, you go up there. And you see the 3 crew members that ran up. They kind of squat around this dude who's tied to the mast. And you see one of them, he kind of like pulls out a rag and he ties it around his mouth. And he says, hey, listen, mate. People are trying to get some sleep. But anyway, to answer some of your questions, well, you're on the ocean. And more precisely, you're on the rat's nest. Now, you may not have been in your right mind last evening when we were all drinking, but you did kind of conscript yourself to Mr. Captain Cobalt's services, and you're gonna serve out your term here. And that's about all we're gonna hear of that. Okay, so welcome to the crew. Go fuck to sleep. And you see 2 of them kind of chuckle and they pat him on the shoulders. And the 3 of them get up and they start to walk away. And he's struggling at the ropes and you see he's flushed red in the face and you can hear him muffled, just raving.
I will do a insight check on the man who was telling him all this. If he
Give me an
would-
insight check.
Did they just kidnap somebody?
We will find out.
He's a privateer.
A prisoner?
Privateer.
Prisoner.
Nat 17, 21.
The dude who was talking seemed to believe every word he said. Was it just absolutely laced with gotcha ass? Hell yes, it was. But they walk away and they kind of shoulder past you and they're like, hey, what are you doing out of bed?
For the screaming, might as well go check the horses, and I'll go check the horses.
Okay, you go check the horses. Your horse, Hibiscus, is standing firm. Being on a boat doesn't seem to bother him. Stocky as he is, you kind of have that natural sway, right, to keep your head leveled. And you can see him, he's just like completely perpendicular to the ship. Just like a rock. Shadow, however, not very happy about being back on a boat. He looks fine physically, but he's not happy about his current predicament, and you can just tell this.
I will very quickly use 2 spell slots. And cast cool wounds on each of them. And they probably don't need it, but
From what you could tell, Cure Wounds has no visual effect. It doesn't appear that they'd been hurt in any way. Ooh, pardon. But you cast it nonetheless. Soft glow washes over them. But hibiscus flower, as stoic as he is,
He would.
just kind of accepts it. Shadow, still stressed.
well, after that, I will attempt to go back to bed.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, did Shadow put up a fight getting back on the ship?
He was reluctant. There was a bit of dragging on the lead.
It's
but-
more of a, oh god, please not again.
Just should have put him in a home.
God
Should
damn.
have put him in a home. I'm sorry, horses that need to go to a home go to a glue factory.
Damn. And we just started war with PETA.
They like their elders just like everybody else. They can deal with it.
Pull the dry glue off the finger.
But anyway,
Anchor has now unsponsored us.
you go back to sleep, Edward. Alfie, Rolo. After Pete's squared away, as in unconscious.
That was great.
You square away your bedding. You find a comfortable night's rest. The linens are clean as they could be expected to be. And everybody kind of gives you your space.
Before I go to sleep, can I,
Drug somebody else? Probably.
why do you always think I'm a menace? I just wanna,
You just got poor Pete's jaw broken.
you know, if he didn't act like all crazy and shit. Anyway, seasickness, man, I can't help it. I want to practice on the sea lock.
Okay. The C model lock.
Ye-
How long would you like to go for it? An hour?
What's the max to get it to where I would?
You should only need about an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Maybe a little less if I'm really good at it.
Roll. Perception, pretty much, or investigation, your choice.
Fucking perception.
Really? You're better at perception than investigation?
Yeah, he doesn't
The
have
fuck
good
kind of rogue?
intelligence, dog.
There's a reason I don't look for traps. That's a natural 19 for 25.
There you
Alright.
go.
Fast like a chicken.
There's something about the C model lock that's pretty. It's pretty. Oh, I understand it now. Oh, it's kind of like the A, except it borrows implements from B. It's like an evolution of it, and I bet the D model lock. Maybe I'll buy one of those when I get home. But you put it together pretty quickly, and you find a configuration for your modular key that would fit it.
So after I get through with that, I look around. Is there anybody awake or paying attention to me?
There is a dude kind of on the furthest cot from you. You see a small little oil lamp hanging by his head. He's got on some like rough spectacles, and he seems to be going through a book.
I pull out the captain's footlocker from the other ship, and I inspect the lock and see if it's any of those three.
Looking at it with your dark vision, it's easy enough to see. You peer into the lock hole, and though the chassis of it is a little different, same number of tumblers. It probably is a B model.
I make the key into the B model,
Okay.
and I try to open it.
You configure the key to the configuration that you had previously discovered. You insert it. It opens.
Let's hit it.
In the captain's footlocker, there is.
Wait.
Notes.
Go ahead, Dix. Oh, Reginald. All right.
Reginald.
Gotta check off the sea lock.
Fucking Reginald.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
There are 2 cylindrical leather containers.
Leather?
Leather containers, yeah, hard leather cylindrical containers. Do you open them?
Yes.
They appear to be scroll containers. You open it and pull one out. It's maybe 7 inches long. It's a small sea chart, and it denotes popular currents and travel routes between the coast of Versailles, the coast of Alkiar.
This is so much.
You don't have to put all that.
Hey,
The 3 coasts, okay? From there to the island that you just left.
okay.
And the island is titled. It is the Summer's Rise Isles.
Ooh, that's a different page. Wanna see?
And looking at the map, you can
What's
see
the summer what?
Summer's Rise Isles. If anybody's big in Baldur's Gate, they might get that one. But looking at the map, you can see that it's not just that primary island that you visited. Behind it, further east, is a small collection of archipelagos, small islands. In case you don't know what an archipelago is.
I didn't until I listened to Critical Role and they had to explain it to someone else. So now I know what it is.
But yes, there's a smaller collection of islands behind the primary one. And there are a few denoted trade routes. Some of them are crossed off. And there's a small legend. The trade routes with X's on them are denoted to have been frequented by pirates. The trade routes that are not crossed off are safe, but there is a trade route headed into Alkiar that has treacherous reefs.
And what is that marked with?
It's just a blue flow, like a blue line. The reefs are kind of stylized around the line. You can see them on the map.
Okay.
The second container, you open, and this parchment is different. It's not parchment, it's vellum. And looking at the writing on it, you cannot make... actually, roll me an Arcana check.
I got a +1.
Better than a 0.
That's 9.
9? You can't make heads or tails of it, and for a moment, you kind of wish you had Ferdinand. So, coming back into it, y'all were taking a long rest.
Well, no,
and you were
yeah.
opening a chest.
Yeah, all you said for the second scroll was
You
vellum.
couldn't- Yeah, it was vellum, and you couldn't make heads or tails
yeah.
of it.
Can't read.
Yep, and you were kind of missing Ferdy, as rarely as you do it.
You know what?
As rarely as you do it, you were missing Ferdinand.
I found out how to believe. And is there anything else in the chest?
I'll tell you this. You can clearly tell that the writing in this scroll is very similar to scrawlings that you had seen Ferdinand do. So you
Was it the similar as what was in his stupid book?
No.
Okay. Which, by the way, that was in the chest at the bottom of the jewels that I gave to the captain. I forgot I put it in there.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know that it's there.
Unlike the writing in Ferdinand's book that exploded, this isn't repeating. This is like a script that goes and goes until it eventually comes to a conclusion.
And I don't recognize like what language it could be.
What languages do you know?
Oh shit, not fuck shit. Common, Elvish, Halfling, Thieves' Camp.
You do not recognize them.
Okay. I don't know anything.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the box?
There is. There is a ruby.
Ooh, I got a ruby.
It looks well cut, and it's about the size of your fist.
Damn. 1 ruby. Fist size kit.
There is an amulet. It seems to be just a twine circle, let's call it. I forgot the word. It's not a chain. And the amulet itself seems to be just bronze or brass with a simple symbol carved into it.
Do I recognize the symbol?
No. It's slightly warm to the touch, though. And then there's also a pouch containing 10 platinum.
And that's it?
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh, there's cutlery as well, but I don't know if you care about that.
Like, eating utensils?
Yeah. They look well made. They're not pot metal or Peter. They're
How much platinum? It said 10 platinum?
10 platinum. They look like they might be silver, or at least plated.
And how many pieces? Like, how big's the set?
There's a salad fork, a entree fork, a knife, and a spoon.
Okay. Put all those in the bag of holding. I don't know why I put a comma there.
There's always more.
No, I put it in between entree and fork.
Somebody's gonna grill me for forgetting what that fork is called. A fork major
And
and a
then
fork minor.
I close the chest.
All right. You put everything back in.
Nope.
So the chest is now empty.
Chest is now empty.
Okay.
I just put it next to me.
Okay.
And I lock it back.
Easy enough.
Trying to catch thief.
Anything else you would like to do?
Well, after looking at all that, I'm like, you know what? There's some other stuff I didn't look at. So I pull out the 2 parcels.
You literally just sat your journal down.
I did. I forgot to look at it.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
I pull out the 2 parcels and look at them.
Okay, the 2 parcels. Can you give me your languages again?
Common, Elvish, Halfling, Thieves' Camp.
You start to look at it, and at first you're like, oh, it's in Halfling.
Oh man, I was so worried I chose the wrong thing right there.
It's more cliff notes than it is an actual letter. But opening the second parcel, you get context. This is a parcel that has a few strangely shaped pieces of metal, a few metal tubes, metal bands, 2 shaped similar, identical rather, pieces of wood, and then a larger piece of metal, and towards one end it looks like the 2 pieces of wood could fit on it, and a handful of like small screws. Reading over the footnote now that you have context, it's contemplations on the latest I lost the word. Improvements on a device that an artificer known as Herald.
Oh shit. Look at this.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll wait. Wait for you to get his first name.
Harold.
Dunkman.
Like, he Duncan Man?
Sure. Has been working on for several years. With these new pieces, an advancement may be achievable. But these are addressed to him, and they were for his eyes only, though you have blatantly disregarded that.
Was there a warning label?
Nope.
Not my fault.
Within the captain's journal, though, that you threw overboard.
He tried to keep me.
There is also a few pictures, which I know Rolo likes pictures.
Ooh, pictures.
Give me an intelligence check.
That's bad. Come on, nat 20. That's not nat 20. 11.
11. You recognize a few of these pictures, and they correlate to the strange pieces of metal in the second parcel. But there's a bunch of stuff going on in this one picture, and there's a bunch of lines drawn, and you can't really follow all of it. But you know that there's clearly something going on here. Something, at least. That's all you can make out.
Okay, and the collection of papers.
The collection of papers are drawings and those clip
Oh,
notes.
okay, so that was with the parcels.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I guess I could mark that off. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm not ready to go to bed.
Alright. You take your long rest.
Get my luck back.
Edward,
Get my luck back.
there's a brief moment where your rest is roused. You hear people moving around. A few light footfalls approaching you. Alright, let's go for it. And then you hear a booming voice that immediately rouses you. Captain said he paid! And this brolic individual, there's either some orc or some ogre somewhere in his bloodline, as you bolt up, knowing, because you've caught eyes on these people already.
Yeah.
And he kind of like puts a hand on each of their faces, and just kind of throws them back into their cots. And the two of them look at him, and one of them goes for a dagger, and he puts it back down, and then they both look at you. Lucky.
Thank God Eddie's got a friend.
But if you can get back to sleep, you get your long rest. Alfie, mired in guilt over one red ball and a few errant mushrooms in an innocent man's porridge.
Worth it.
You get your sleep, as dark and guilt-ridden as it is.
Wake up a few times every night. Shake my head.
You look over at Pete.
Gotta find a red one.
You look over at Pete, still sprawled out across this cot. You see the man who put him there, kind of just leaned against the hull of the ship, kind of head back, mouth ajar. See a fly. Down his throat. Coughs for a second, and then swallows.
Good source of protein, I guess. I'll look back to Pete. Well, I hope he's alright in the morning. I'll try to go back to sleep.
You get it. Long rest. And with that long rest, I kind of want to eat some pizza, guys. I want to take a break.
Let's go.
Let's have a break.
The fuck?
Fellas, hey, we're back from our break. The night progresses. Your long rest is achieved. Your glorious, glorious luck points are refilled, Bryn.
Thank you, Jesus. Here we are.
And Trenton,
Yes.
you sit up in your cot. You look around,
He's still able to sit up in his cot? That's impressive.
and that brolic individual
Huh?
is stood, arms crossed, at the back, like kind of the far end of the sleeping area.
He's the one that stopped those two guys?
Yeah. He's got his eyes closed, his head is low, and his legs are kind of crossed as he just leans against the wall.
Mhm.
Some other people wake up, start moving around, kind of kicks his head, looks around. And he goes to his work.
He was
But-
awake the whole time?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jesus, what a monster.
But, what would you like to do? Let's start with you first. What would you like to do this morning?
I will do my duties and such.
All right. No chaperone this time. Go around with the cannons. Clean these motherfuckers as clean as they can get. Keep cleaning them.
If I do I ever happen to run into the individual, like when he's not like super busy doing his job?
Now he walks past you to leave the sleeping area.
Oh,
You can stop him then.
Yeah. Hey, excuse me, friend.
What?
Ah,
His voice came out a lot more emo than I expected.
Wait,
Roll with it.
When did Mel get here?
Cannon.
I appreciate last night. You may not care for the thank you, but
If you've got things to give it to the captain. Follow his orders. Got work to do. And he puts a hand on your shoulder and kind of muscles past you.
no.
But the two men that had attempted to approach you last night don't get out of their cots. You kind of send a keen eye over. They're tied down.
Nice.
But the sleeping area empties, sans them. What would you like to do? Or what would you like to do? Go to the cannons, notice that they're clean.
Yeah, I'll just do my job. Oh, could I assume from our little conversation that the captain ordered to make sure, like, I don't like die?
Well, you were told that it was the captain's orders for him to do what he did.
So yes.
So,
Con.
if you would like to believe something differently, go for it. Alfie,
Yes.
you wake up. You
But
come above deck for a moment. Oh, one second.
John,
And you look around. Captain Carter. He's not facing the wheel. He's looking backwards. He's got his arms crossed. And you see him lean and he talks to Elena, for a
Yes.
moment. You can read lips. You can make out that that's a fine ship. See those portholes, how many cannons do you think it has? Elena reckons 8.
Is she right?
You saw 7.
Counting the ones that were destroyed.
Yes. You saw 3 on each side, and then 1 in the front.
Even when we went back, as we left before we.
Yeah, you destroyed 3 of them, so there were
Well, no, I
4.
meant like whenever we got back on the ship before we came to this ship.
Yeah, you would have noticed that there were 7 cannons.
So, okay, just making sure. I'd like to approach. Permission to approach, Captain.
He throws up a hand and gestures you. Come on.
Yes. Good morning. I just
He
had,
continues to speak to Elena.
had some information.
Think anybody on that ship can shoot? And they talk for another moment. Maybe. Looked like a ragtag crew when I saw it.
Is this a fucking pirate ship too?
And they're talking, but you're free to speak, it seems.
but again, can I interrupt for a second?
You go for it.
Yeah, that's what.
Do that more often.
Yeah.
Uh,
We like this.
that's what I was going to do. I was going to send Alfie a quick message.
Okay.
Would I get this before I?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I did cut him off.
Gotcha.
I do realize we didn't give Edward a safe word.
I got you.
I'm not there.
Alf, it's seem. Oh. That's what I
It
thought.
seems. Alf, it seems.
Alf?
Shut for
That
Alfie.
a few of the crew doesn't agree with the captain, but the captain seems
Eight more.
I feel like you just threw a whole bunch of figures up for no reason.
Nobody else can see it, but he can.
Well, no.
Just his numbers.
No, like I was counting, and it seemed like you just threw like 4 fingers up for like 2 words.
I was behind.
seems keen not to harm me.
I was one ahead that time.
Love, Edward.
Okay.
Good to know. I'll let the captain and the quartermaster know this as well. I'm on my way to speak to them.
But about that time, you would.
Also, Edward, if any danger arises, you send me a 1-word message, and that word is walnut. Then I will know.
That's probably cut me off after.
Yeah.
I feel like that
You got to wall.
So all I heard wall.
Wall.
that's probably a good thing because he
Wait,
has
walnut's
the-
one word.
It's hyphenated.
Oh, that's bullshit. No, it is not.
In fact, next time you send a message, you have to say wall hyphen nut.
I feel like walnut was the worst word.
So all I got was wall,
because
right?
you do
Yeah.
the walnut talk.
I don't know, I
You're
would've-
always in danger.
Yeah, but I
was
told you.
dumb. I wasn't counting that time.
But as I approach the captain and the quartermaster, I'll say, I received some information think you might find useful last night.
Just out of curiosity, was he behind the quartermaster? He just randomly said walnut.
No, he said that happened before I approached.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was
Like coming out of the hole.
That's
right.
And then
That would be fucking hilarious.
It would. Edward, the man that went to the other boat, he says there's a few crew members not too keen on trusting him, and I believe they're not too happy with the situation. However, he did express that the captain has given orders not to harm him, so I think he is trustworthy still. As far as what you would,
how much can that little dragon of yours carry?
decent bit, about as much as any horse.
Those barrels you've been moving around down there. Think it could carry one of them?
DM, do you think Sheila could carry those?
Probably.
Yeah. Yes, Captain.
Elena looked at you. Haul one up.
All right,
You heard me. Get.
on my way, and I'll go down and grab a barrel, bring it back up.
While you do that, Rolo,
Yeah.
what you doing?
I'm looking. Wait, am I supposed to be doing knots? I don't know. I wake up.
Okay.
Before I go anywhere, I look around and see if there's any like piece of fabric anywhere.
You're sleeping on a lot.
I take out my I can't use the fucking lightsaber. The butt of the dagger, and I just like cut a pocket shape out of the cloth.
Oh, okay.
And,
You have a obtuse cutting of cloth.
yeah? It might be a little jagged.
Okay. Can I ask what you would like to do with this cloth?
I wanted to sew a pocket on them inside my cloak.
Do you have a needle and thread?
I was gonna, where I cut it, I was gonna pull some of the linen out for thread. It's DIY. I don't have a needle, so it's gonna be interesting.
Give me a flat D20 minus 2.
Flat D20 minus 2. I got a nat 20 with this one. 16?
16. It's kind of awkward as you have your thinnest dagger, and you're holding it up there with one hand and you're poking a hole, and it feeding it through, poking another hole, feeding it back, and you get a raggedy pocket sewn on the inside of your
Does it
cloak.
look like it would hold a ferret?
There's one way to find out.
Alright, I pull a fairy off. Wake it up!
A few people see you like pull off your belt, and they're like, "Oh, that's a fuzzy belt." And then you start to jiggle it, and they're like, "What the fuck is this guy?" And then it grows legs, and it starts to like wiggle and scurries up your hand, and people are, "Ugh, what the?" And they go about their work.
I like lift up my cloak and I'm like, fairy, get in the pocket.
Make an animal handling check.
But I also put my hand underneath it just in case it doesn't hold. I catch it.
Make an animal handling check.
All right, so far this dice is doing good. Not good. Look. Better. 19.
19. You hold up your cloak, and you say, "Go ahead, get in the pocket. Just get in the pocket."
Just get in the pocket.
And
Put the lotion in.
Ferdinina scuttles up your arm across your shoulders and onto your other hand, and just kind of like, almost like water, kind of just falls into the pocket and curls up into it.
Slithers down.
Roll a d6.
Oh, boy. 1.
It holds.
There's the one we were looking for.
You'll never get another.
Nope. So it works.
It holds, yeah. You are unsure how much activity it could bear, but Ferdinina is within your braggy pocket.
Fucking Martha, steal it. All right.
Yeah, you can fix it when you get to land.
I'm gonna get an actual needle.
Yeah.
All right,
Is that
so
all you do with it?
I take Furry out and
Okay.
squeeze his head and make it the belt again.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna, let
So
her.
Ferdinina with a her.
Squeeze her head.
There you go.
I'm not gonna let her.
You know what? Voice of Alfie reason in my head. I'm gonna let her chill in the pocket for a little bit.
Okay. You give her anything to eat?
Yeah. I got is shrooms.
No, you had breakfast.
Oh, I had
What
breakfast.
I love to hear. All I've got is shroom.
Wide-eyed little ferret.
What's for breakfast?
Crackers, grog, or ship biscuits rather, not crackers. Grog and a small portion of molasses.
I don't think the grog would work too well. Take out like a quarter of the shit biscuit.
Okay. It's hard as fuck.
Soak it in some water.
Put it in the molasses. I don't.
Okay, you have molasses covered ship biscuit.
Is it squishy now?
No.
It's just sticky.
You imagine it'd be sweet though. It's sticky, yes.
So I squeeze it and it's still hard.
You're being watched, by the way. There are people just like holding a half of their ship biscuit in like
Dude,
their
okay.
grog,
But
and they're just watching you.
I just put that in my mouth and I just fucking grab like a little piece of ration out of my backpack and give it to it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ!
You-
He's trying to feed my ferret.
You could have just given it
Getting all this
shit biscuit.
judgment.
I didn't want it to break his teeth.
Bro, it's a ferret.
Yeah, that thing can.
I've never owned a ferret.
Motherfuckers be gnawing through your walls and shit. Like they don't give a damn.
Little menaces.
Well, you made it sound like it was like hot as a rock, so I was like, I feel like I'd be a bad owner.
It's possibly as hard as your teeth. But anyway, you feed Ferdinina. Quite pleased with her food. It's much better than being a belt, you could assume.
Okay. I just let her chill, take a nap,
Okay.
and then I go up and check the rope. If it's fine, stare at it.
Give me a perception check.
Say, is there a stare check?
A stare
Perception.
check.
Yeah.
Dirty 20. I'm staring at
20?
it good.
The knots look as though they've been redone,
What the fuck?
but they are tight.
My work wasn't good enough.
You didn't do any work.
I tied the knot? And yesterday?
Don't believe that you did.
Pretty sure I did.
You may
You
have. Who
checked
knows?
the knots. Made sure they were tight.
Yeah, you checked the knots like 37
Holy
times.
shit, I'm going delusional. I thought I tied him.
I'm getting the
He's got
sickness.
seasickness.
Yeah.
That's a
That's not what
bad
it's called.
combination.
I forget what it's called. That's not it.
Seasickness is when you like throw up.
Yeah, that's like motion sickness, but on the sea.
Are you
But
thinking
it's
it's
like-
scurvy?
Yeah, I think that's what
Yeah.
makes you go mad, isn't it?
No.
No?
It's what makes your teeth rot out.
There's some kind of something that pirates and like.
That's all I do
shit.
while I Google
What the sickness is.
what the sickness is.
But yes, the day begins.
I get that barrel back up to
Yep.
them.
While this is happening, I believe it's your turn to roll, Rolo, for the day.
Yeah, we use the same one. 6.
6. Hold steady.
Nice.
The
Wow.
wind still at your backs.
So
You shave
good at
off
this.
another day.
So we'll be back in a day after when tomorrow starts.
Mhm.
Nice. Good on you.
But, Rolo, you're given an order.
Yes.
Hey, new bosun. Show me what you can do. Tie up those sails.
They're already tied. Oh, wait. Have the sails. Whew. Shit. Go back in my memory bank. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing?
Run the anchors through the pulleys and just lift the sails. If you've
Okay.
been taught how to do it, it's almost like riding a bike.
I ride the bike.
Okay.
I ride the bike.
I
do the thing.
Just give me a d20
I'm scared.
with proficiency.
No. Your gift to me, I present to you.
If you really want to, you can add strength.
That's a 0.
If you think it'll make you feel better.
You die 6.
This is a check. You can luck it.
Can luck it.
Really, just look a fool. What am I doing?
The d20 plus proficiency.
8.
8.
Not
Sorry.
looking at sheet.
You untie one of the anchors and give it a tug, and it immediately comes out of your grasp, and you see it run up the sail, and part of it slackens. So now it's off kilter.
Yeah. Must be a different
Captain.
model.
Carter looks over his shoulder, and he sees you approaching with the barrel, and he kind of puts his head in his hand. New ones. Hey, you and you, give him a hand. And between the three of you, Rolo, you get the sails tied up. The ship begins to slow. It's still on current, and there is still wind at your back, so it's still moving, just much slower. Carter pulls out a small piece of paper. He scrawls a letter. He looks back to the sky. And he lets out a long whistle. And you're the first to see it. A small shadow. Past the sun.
Is that a fucking falcon?
And it makes a long circle. He holds out his arm. And a falcon does swoop through the swoop through the crew and perch itself on his arm.
Alfie is impressed.
He takes a moment, produces some twine, and ties the small scrawled letter to its foot and points towards the rat's nest and sends it off.
They're gonna sheet that bed.
About a moment passes, and you hear clamoring above deck, Edward. But Carter looks at you, Alfie. Says, see if you can get that dragon of yours to take that barrel about, let's say 100 yards out, port side.
Alright, now bamf Sheila out. Give us some ear scratches. Be like, alright girl, I need you to take this barrel and go out this side of the boat, about 100 meters.
And she'll nuzzle into me a little bit, and I'll get the barrel set up. Or no,
She
she'd probably have a better.
sprints off the deck
She'd probably have
and
better.
goes into a low dive, circles around, and with a whoosh of wind, lands on the barrel, taking it off kilter, and another massive wing beat hits the deck, and it takes off. Slowed and encumbered, but claws gripping it tightly, she carries it as far as you gestured, and drops it into the ocean. You see it splash, and it kind of then bobs. And you hear Carter. Gunner! On the rat nest signal. We're gonna take turns shooting at that target out there. Let's see who hits it first. A few moments pass.
How far
Do
out
you
is
go
it?
100 yards?
Oh, shit, I can't throw a dag at that.
You go out to
they're talking about
inspect the clamoring.
Yeah.
No, I just want to show up.
There's a few groups of people kind of, and you do see a hawk, a falcon, kind of harrying them, screeching loudly, and kind of batting its talons before flying away and landing next to the captain's wheel, looking at Captain Cobalt quizzically. He approaches it, pulls something off of its foot. And then he looks back and he sees Sheila. And then he eyes you, Edward. Time to earn your keep, boy.
Captain.
Get below deck. Port side cannons. Load. Aim at one. Or load one. You see that barrel out there?
Yes, Captain.
Take aim and fire at it.
As you wish, Captain. Now, do as he ordered.
Alright. Give me a intelligence check.
Oh no.
By
Bunch
the
of
way,
smart boys up in
I
here.
don't know if they changed the name.
Or you can tell me how you believe you would load a cannon, Trenton.
Roll.
Oh, I am going to get internet shamed for this. Let's do it. All right.
People on the internet know how to load a cannon.
They can
I would
Google
imagine
it.
a few.
I mean, there's probably a good number of people who like
It's
shoot
called
people
Mad
loading that
Hatter
gear.
disease.
Mad Hatter's disease.
It's
I thought
caused
that was from iron
mercury
or
poisoning.
mercury in the hats.
No, that's what they said it was.
Oh, okay.
Old sea dogs.
So,
Old sea dogs.
so this is going to probably be stupid. I will pull the powder in,
Okay.
and then
Plunger.
plunger. I will
You're making a motion like you're churning butter.
I'm trying to find the word for it. It's not push, shove.
Hack.
Yeah, pack.
Okay.
Pack it.
Pack the powder.
Yep.
Okay.
Then proceed to load the cannonball.
Okay, you put the cannonball in. It's a hefty ball, about 6 pounds.
And I will do my best.
You're missing a step. What is it?
Set the charge.
More or less.
Sure, I'll give you that one. Set the fuse.
Oh, set the fuse. Okay.
I mean, technically the same thing. Just one's a little more modern.
All right. Now for aiming. You see out the porthole. Give me a perception check.
Is there a chance that he could hit this boat?
Probably.
No.
Okay, that's good.
The boat is to the bow of the ship. So he'd be firing the wrong cannon.
20.
The silver wind is in front of the rat's nest.
Uh-huh.
The barrel is to the port side of each of them.
That's right.
Yes. So they're both lined up. Okay? Facing the barrel. Well, not facing. Port side is facing the barrel.
Okay.
They're facing
I got it.
in a line.
I got it.
Okay.
Doherty 20.
Dirty 20. Peering out, you don't have a lot of room to see, but you can just make out the bobbing barrel. Give me an attack roll with proficiency.
You telling me these cannons don't have scopes?
Nope.
Just dial this in a little bit. 100 meters. Calculate for wind.
18.
Nice.
Nice.
You take a step back, light the fuse, plug your ears. Is that all? I'm just asking, is that all?
Don't forget to pray.
This is gonna be I'm missing something.
Slightly.
Oh no.
If you can't think of what it is, you light the fuse, step back, and a moment passes before a thundering explosion sends the cannon back on its track, and you see this plume of smoke out the porthole of the rat's nest, Alfie, Rolo, and you can just barely make it out.
Just a tiny little ball.
Travels just long enough for you to catch it. Splash it into the ocean.
Oh, miss.
Miss.
Oh, how close was it?
Edward, as the cannon detonates, you've got yours covered. You're good. The other 8 or so people in the holes,
Oh, I did.
all kind of like rock away from the cannon, and like their hands go to theirs. What the fuck? And they're all like looking at you. Warning! Warning!
Sorry, friends.
No minor detail.
One dude goes to talk to somebody, and then he raises his voice saying the same thing like 3 times, and the dude like faces him. Ah! I can't hear out of my left ear. And there's moderate pandemonium.
Cool wounds.
And Alfie, Edward, just barely amongst the pandemonium, you can hear a muffled voice, bellowing laughter. He missed the damn barrel, but listen to him scream. Anyways, Alfie, Rolo.
Wait, time.
Yes.
So we have to fire. You've learned nothing of fire.
You don't have to fire.
Oh,
if you
okay.
don't want to.
I'll give it a good college
I
try.
thought that's what you were saying when you were
If
like,
you go
Alfie,
last, they
Rolo,
might
your
let you.
turn. I was like, oh boy, this isn't gonna be good.
Did the captain enjoy it?
He enjoys the fact that something fucked up downstairs.
Oh, nice.
But it is the Silver Wind's turn.
I run up to Captain Carter.
You
Captain.
run up and join Alfie.
Captain,
Boy,
can I fire the cannon?
can you fire the cannon? You know how to fire a cannon.
Yes.
Make it. Do you know how to fire a cannon?
No.
Deception check.
Deception check. Is he? Oh, I'm right next to the captain
Yeah,
too.
you hear this.
Natural 20.
Alfie face palms.
The captain looked at you, Alfie. And he looked at Rolo. I'm sending somebody with you, but sure. Let's try the middle cannon, port side. Go load her up.
Okay.
As you're leaving, you can hear Elania. Really? Are Yes, sir.
I skip.
You get below deck. You find the middle cannon. On which side?
Port side.
Which is?
Right.
There you go.
Which is this way.
So how would you like? Can you tell me how to load a cannon? Oh fuck you!
I
that
just
doesn't-
heard you
that
say
doesn't
it.
Count. Yeah. So I'll make you roll for it.
Okay, cool.
I don't believe Rolo's ever loaded a cannon before.
Nope. But I know what the powder looks like.
Can Alfie go down and give him moral support
If Alfie would like to.
by standing behind him and saying, "You got this, Raleigh."
If Alfie would like to.
So I look
Alfie.
around.
Pretty sure you're baiting for advantage. For a help.
I would not be opposed.
I look
Alfie-
around.
Alfie has pom
look around.
poms.
I see. I'm looking for like.
Somebody else comes down.
I'm looking
And
for.
he eyes you. And he looks at you, cocks an eye. Sees what you're gonna do.
Give me a second. I have a method. Got a method. I look around. I see. What do I see?
You see barrels. One of them is cracked open. You see stacks of round balls, metal, bigger than your fist.
Okay.
You see there's a coiled kind of thin rope and some bundles of like cotton linen.
Okay. So, I go to the bear.
Okay. You look in and it's full of that black, grainy kind of sandish powder that you've seen once before.
Yeah, I got some.
Yeah, you do.
I put it in the cannon.
Okay. How much?
Oh shit! There's a
There's a scoop.
2 scoops.
2 scoops. Okay.
Like one's not enough.
Okay. Beside the cannon, there is, as I said, some linen fabric kind of things. They're
What the fuck did you say to do it? Fucking linen.
they're cut into squares, maybe about 4 inches wide, and there's a stick with a fat kind of nodule on one end.
Okay. So I grab a piece of linen.
Okay.
I put it in there.
Put it in where?
In the cannon.
You just stick it in.
Yeah. Brother,
Yeah.
I think that goes on that stick and you light it on fire.
Not according to that face.
No?
No, the stick is the plunger.
The stick's the plunger. Oh, I don't know what the fuck I did.
I just figured you.
Sorry, I should have a better poker face, audience.
That was a horrible. That was
That was a terrible guess, and it just shocked me.
Apparently, I have totally misunderstood your description, so that's my bad.
So, you've got the powder in. I'll just do what I said I'd do and make you roll.
Okay.
Alfie is attempting to help you.
Badly.
I'm gonna go back to just cheering for you, brother.
I don't think
You've
that
got
will
this.
warrant
Trust your
advantage, though.
instincts.
Okay.
Damn it.
Just.
Judging by that,
I should just keep
What
my
about
mouth
it?
shut.
What about instead of advantage, just the extra +4?
I'm not giving you a flat bonus, no.
Damn it.
That's arguably better.
Okay.
I'm
So I
Really missing Dwayne.
So I just
Straight
rolled.
D20. You
Come
would
on.
get proficiency if you were proficient. You still got 2 luck points.
I know. 13. I'm gonna keep it.
13.
Yeah. It's over half.
Catch the linen on fire on the stick.
No, I didn't do that. That's
No,
right.
that's not right.
That's what he said.
But what purpose would just putting the linen in there do? Ooh, maybe. And you take the linen and square it on the head of the plunger. And you use it to pack the powder.
That's what I meant to do initially. I just
And-
missed a step.
Alfie, or Rolo, in your head, you're like, this makes sense. The linen will keep the powder from falling away from the... What next? The fuse. And you do see a place to put a fuse, and that coiled rope is
Yeah.
it's about the right diameter. You cut a section and you stick the fuse in. There's something else.
The cannonball.
The shot.
Yeah.
And you retrieve a cannonball. Again, you average maybe 6-5 pounds.
I take 2 and start juggling. Look, I'm Edward.
Give me a strength check.
yeah.
Easy. 2.
Look, I'm Edward. You throw one up
Toe.
and swap hands and oof. And then the other one coming down. You catch it and it like bends your fingers off. Or not off. Bends your fingers out. And like lands straight on your toe.
Okay, mistakes were made.
Take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Take it. Toe damage.
Pinky toes wrecked, son.
Alright.
Possibly broken.
So I just pick up the other one. Wait, did I drop
You've got
both of
one in
them?
your hand.
Okay, take the one, put it in.
You drop it in. You let the cannon down, and you peer out the hole. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, I can look stuff.
I would say that you would be able to help with that one.
Nice.
Thank fucking God. That was a team. Swapping dice.
Gonna roll the grog dice?
You might want to use that luck there.
Look! That was not 1.
That wasn't that one.
That was...
You went from a 2 to a 1.
Yes.
Here,
there you
I haven't rolled this one yet.
No, I got my lucky
It should
one.
have like no negative energy.
I got my lucky one. 13.
13.
Wait, you said perception?
Yeah.
19.
19.
Nice.
You can just barely make it out. And if it wasn't for the sunlight just barely bouncing off one of the metal rings on it, you wouldn't have been able to see it. But you do make out the barrel.
Alright. So, I got the fuse?
Yep. You get your igniter. It's about 4 feet long.
That's what I was thinking you had. The igniter.
The igniter.
Yep.
Okay?
You got some packed char cloth in there, and it's just kind of smoldering.
See, I knew what I was talking about. I was just at the wrong step.
So, I go to light it, and I yell, 4!
You light it. Fire! Boom! And it just rocks the ship, especially as close as you two are to it. But you look around, Alfie. The people had taken a step back. They got their hands over their ears.
Did I notice that in time?
Yes. You heard him say fire.
I said
said
4.
Oh.
So I was just gonna be like, Alfie's just goes, well, why'd you say 4?
With your passive perception, you 100% don't want to be caught unaware that a cannon blast.
Okay, so if I saw them, I'd be like, oh shit.
Just out of curiosity, while I'm doing this, did my dagger of warning light up that I was in danger at all?
No.
No, that's when enemies are close, not in danger.
I could have been my own enemy.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll allow it.
It flashes.
Self-harm will ignite the dagger of warning. There we go. I'll rule that. But no, you were not in danger, as it does. How close are you standing to the cannon, and where are you standing in relation to?
Ah, shit. It's too many questions. So, like, I would have done it from, like, the side, like the right side of it.
Side, okay.
And I would have took, like, I don't know, 3 steps back.
Okay, yeah. It does not ignite. The dagger of warning never.
Oh, I was like, the cannon doesn't ignite? I suck at this. You said it doesn't ignite.
No. The dagger of
The
warning.
dagger doesn't light up.
Yeah, it doesn't light up.
You don't see the...
But you do ignite the fuse, and it does go off, and everybody in this hold is fine. Roll me an attack with no proficiency, so just straight d20.
Bam.
Luck!
Last luck.
12.
12. Look like to you, Alfie, maybe 20 feet short and maybe 5 to the left.
Just a bit further, brother. Just a bit further.
Damn it.
You got this. You got this. I
Edward.
start massaging his shoulders.
Once again, you hear just
Brad.
bellowing laughter from above deck.
Pat your forehead. Get the sweat out your eyes.
And then you hear footsteps, and 2 more people have come downstairs into the hold, and they start loading the cannons on opposite ends of you.
Cheating
Do you
bastards.
continue to load cannons?
Yeah.
Okay. You know most of the steps, so it's easy enough this time. You get all the way to aiming it. You look out the porthole. Give me a perception check.
Dirty 20 again.
Dirty 20. You can see the barrel. It's drifted a little bit, and you have to kind of correct the cannon on the track a little bit. And then you look around. Cannons to your left and right, they've also been loaded. They're aiming.
Oh, what the fuck? They're about to shoot 3?
Yeah, they're cheating little buggers.
Pirates.
From the side.
You see one dude, he's kind of like straddled the cannon, and he's looking through the porthole. And he keeps looking back and just shrugging his shoulders. And you see the dude standing behind him, he kind of nudges one of his buddies. And he grabs the igniter. But you see the ones to your left, they don't seem to be having much trouble. One dude points out the porthole and kind of gives the thumbs up to somebody. Do you ignite your cannon?
What's the quick term when you're about to fire?
Fire.
Fire in the hole.
Firing. Fire in the hole is for like an explosion. Like I just threw a grenade in your room. Get out.
This is a tiny, condensed explosion.
4.
4.
Yeah, I'll say, well, loudly, I'll say firing, and
You set it off, and you give it just about a second before you say firing. And to your left, you hear fire, and to your right, you hear. I'm intelligent. To your right, you hear. I did it again.
Right.
Here it goes, and just almost in unison, just one after the other, 3 bellowing explosions rock the interior of this hold. You get to roll with proficiency because you've been trained in cannons. So an attack with proficiency.
ooh, 12.
12.
20 short.
You peek out the porthole just as the smoke clears, and you see these 3 black dots just arcing through the air. And one of them lands like right next to it. One about 20 feet short, and one about 5 feet too far.
Ah.
And then you just hear profanity from up top deck. Alfie,
Alright, brother.
You
I
hear-
figured it out. Teamwork is how we're gonna solve this.
Teamwork.
So you're gonna pick the stuff, right?
Alfie,
Yes.
you hear from above deck, Captain Carter. Those are pirates, after all. Full load!
Alright, so you're gonna load the stuff. I'm gonna aim the cannon, and then both of us together are gonna hold the stick and light it.
Sure you don't want to do your own cannon?
Well, I
3
think-
more
I
sets
think
of
other
individuals
people-
funnel into the
Yeah,
hull,
I was right. Other people are coming.
and they take their
Got this,
positions.
brother.
I also
And they-
figured out the problem.
A few of them look at you two while you're just like dual fisting the igniters.
No.
No, I have
no.
to aim the cannon first.
So I load it
Okay.
properly.
How many scoops?
3.
Okay.
2 didn't get it far enough. 3 will.
Oh my god!
And then get the plunger, put the little fabric on, plunge.
Okay.
Put the fuse in, make
Okay.
it slightly longer than the last one.
Okay.
Okay.
I will aim the cannon.
He aims it.
Okay.
Is it a perception check?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. 18.
Just barely you can make it out. And more than you can make out the barrel, you kind of peer up. You see Sheila. Just like circling an area. You trace down and fucking barrel's right there.
That's my girl. I will tilt up a little bit. Slightly to the left. Oh, that's it.
I have the igniter
Let's go, brother.
in my right hand.
Okay.
I will grab the igniter.
No, you won't.
We're doing this together, brother.
I pull out a candle. I light the candle.
Okay.
And I stealthily sneak up and light the fuse.
Okay.
And then run.
Give me a stealth check.
Wait.
I think you've come to a realization.
Does he get a sneak attack on this barrel if
Oh,
he gets a high enough
wrong
stealth?
realization.
Well, no,
I noticed something.
I fully realized that 3 scoops is probably.
I noticed something after that.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait.
That arguably
so what
saved somebody's life.
So what do I add to it?
You're rolling stealth right now.
Oh, stealth. Oh, yeah. 24.
Okay. Alfie, you're the only one to notice. Everybody else is still loading cannons. Rolo has already lit the candle and he's like coming past you, and everybody else is just paying him no mind. You touch off the fuse.
I touch the fuse and I say, fire in the hole!
You yell fire in the hole and,
And
you
then
just
I-
fucking bolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I roll backwards.
Oh, shit. I start backpedaling.
I will not ask you to roll to attack.
Did I blow up the cannon?
No. You forgot to put a cannonball in.
No, he packed one in.
No, I said
No, he said he packed. Never did he give a load.
Oh.
I stopped the fuse! I stopped the fuse!
You're out!
I roll back in!
Bonus action dash.
I actually said I loaded, and then I just went through some steps.
He said I loaded correctly.
Yeah, so the cannonball would be in there.
And then you You backtracked and said I. Scoop
But
it in
if I would have
3
loaded
scoops,
it correctly,
then
well,
you would have put
The only
3
way to
scoops
figure
in.
this out is you
I
said
wouldn't have
DC
known-
and him roll.
Sure, give me an intelligence check.
what the?
You don't have any luck.
You have forgotten to put a load in the cannon.
Can I throw a dagger at the fuse to cut it off?
You don't know that there's nothing in there.
The intelligence check.
Oh, that was the chit.
Yep.
I'm dumb. I'm big dumb.
Did Alfie notice he did not put a cannonball in?
Would Alfie like to give me an intelligence check?
Certainly.
Aren't you like a -1?
That's gonna be an 8 minus 1 per 7.
Rolo's running. You should probably get out of here
Oh,
too.
I'm just gonna backpedal.
Damn it.
But then, preemptively,
You don't say. You didn't say.
he yelled fire.
Oh, you didn't. Okay.
I said find the hole.
Slightly
There you go, fire.
early, as everybody else kind of like jumps, and they see you two running, and they see the fuse. Oh! And they touch off their fuses. And they take a step back and cover their ears. Your fuse was slightly longer. So it almost goes off in unison. But your cannon just belches fire. And black smoke billows up the side of the silver wind. No fire, or no cannonball is fired. However, 3 others are.
I think we forgot a step, brother.
Man, I knew I forgot something.
Ooh, there we go. Okay, fine. One of these cannonballs, you see Alfie, and just hits square.
Nice, we fucking did it.
And the barrel erupts in fire and
Oh,
explodes.
Brother, that was mine.
Brother, I don't think we.
That was mine.
No,
That was mine.
if you want to think that.
Above deck, you can hear cheers and hurrahs and fucking pirates. Edward, above deck, you just hear a slew of words that honestly shouldn't be repeated. A moment passes. Captain Cobalt comes thundering down the stairs. You're all fired! Damn it! Fuck! Back to your stations. And he
You're all
goes
hired.
back up the stairs. But, with that small diversion out of the way, I believe we've already rolled.
Yeah, and we gained.
And we gained today.
Yes, you did. So, if you would like to reclaim your stations, the day will progress.
All right.
I go check the nuts.
Check the knots. As you check the knots, the dude, the guy who'd spoken to you previously, he comes over. He's like, hey, buddy. I think we're going. You know what that means?
Pull the sail down.
Take the sails down.
Got it.
There you go. You don't have to just stare at the fucking knots. And he leaves you to it.
How do I do that?
Letting the sails down, bit easier than taking them up. You do have to make sure that they don't go off the track as you give it slack. But just roll a d20 with proficiency.
I'm scared to roll now.
You can add your strength if you want.
Do these roids real quick.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, it's proficiency. So yeah, 17. I get
17.
I get the 10.
Yeah, you are
Oh.
proficient.
Nice.
Did you forget that on the
Yay.
first one?
No, I just it came so close to being on a 1, and I'm just like, you know.
Wait. If you're just adding proficiency.
He's proficient in the skill of.
So
both.
I can't go lower than a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, your proficiency's 4, so it'd be 14.
What'd I say?
17.
I'm an idiot.
I thought that was kind of fishy. I was gonna let it flow though.
Was that all puns
My
intended?
brain just started hurting, and I was like, I gotta figure this out.
You want to hear where I got that?
Anyway,
My armor class.
you beat what you needed. You get a little bit of rope burn as it does slide at one moment, but symmetrically you manage to lower the sails, full mast, and you anchor them, and they catch wind, and you're off once again. Seeing the ship moving, Sheila does make a shallow circle
I'll
and
call
dive
it
back on. To
Good
the,
girl, you did such a good job, Sheila.
You peer back, Alfie, just quizzically wondering how Edward's doing. With your passive perception, though it's almost 1,000 feet away and obscured by sail, billowing rope, and a mast, you can spy Captain Cobalt. And he's just got one hand in the air with his finger as he's just following along.
Alfie gives out a small chuckle. And then I have a very important task.
What would you like to do?
How's Pete doing?
Pete?
Yeah.
Pete is... You go and check on him. He's kind of leaned up in the bed, and he's holding his jaw. And he sees you coming, and he turns it. Ah! Oh. And he sticks 2 fingers in his mouth. Ah! And he pulls out a molar. Fuck! And he just throws it on the ground.
How's it going, Pete?
Ah, what the fuck happened, Lester?
Well,
I think I broke something.
I think you got the sickness, Pete. You just freaked out on everybody.
No. Years I've been on the water. Not possible.
I don't know, man. Did you eat something different? What'd you do on that island?
Had the porridge, had the molasses. It's sweet, it wasn't off. Fuck did your brother give me?
I gave you some shit Carl gave him for seasoning.
Where's Kyle from?
Try best, as far as I'm concerned.
Kill his ass.
Should have said Ed just gave it to me.
Sorry, Kyle.
Don't have to worry about the lady no more.
Yeah, as long as you're doing alright, I'm gonna get back to work. And I'll work for the rest of the day.
Alright. Edward, is there anything that you would like to do aboard the rat's nest? You do notice you do get a stink eye from a few individuals. No words, nothing comes of it. People do you look at you.
I guess insight check?
Insight check?
Yeah, why they're looking at
Hey,
me?
go for it. To read their general body language and demeanor.
What? What's up?
Did I scare Furry to death doing all this?
Would you like to check?
Yes.
You open your vest into your raggy
It's a
pocket,
cloak.
and you pull out a fuzzy belt.
Well, back around the waist it goes.
14
Oh wait, actually, I shake it, make sure she's still alive.
You shake it, and you shake it, and you kind of get concerned before it kind of just coils around your arm, and little arms and a face appear from the
Oh, I'm
buzz.
so sorry, girl. So sorry.
14 plus 4.
13 plus 4, so 17.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote.
The people giving you the stink eye, they've got a bone to pick, but they're also, they know that they're being watched. So they're just holding their tongue.
Listen,
You go talk to them?
no.
Oh.
But,
You said listen, I was like, who's listening?
But
Everybody.
I'm pretty sure the only one.
Possibly 250 viewers.
I'm pretty sure if it's just a plain out 1v1, only one that could possibly he could actually probably beat me is Kobold himself.
Somebody's talking big. It's like some Rolo levels of ego.
My ego senses a tingling.
Well, that's right, not Kobold.
But anyway,
But yeah.
anything you would like to do?
I'll wait till it's nighttime. Most people, go on the deck to sleep.
Just hold the status quo till then.
Just juggle.
Just juggle. You start juggling during the day on above deck.
No, I think he meant after everybody goes down, he's gonna juggle.
Yeah, but until then, you just hold the status quo.
Yeah.
Okay. Come back to y'all one more time. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'm just working the rest of the day.
Yep. Rolo.
I have a misprinted die.
Show me.
Look, so this is 3, 1, 4. Look at the 6.
Huh. Nice.
And it has a dot, like there's supposed to be a 9.
It do be upside down and whatnot.
Yeah, I just noticed it.
Somebody
So,
got fired.
so
Couldn't trade out their templates.
I put Furry back in the bucket,
Okay.
and
Pocket.
I give it a little bit more rations.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm so sorry, Gare. I won't do it again.
She's perfectly
Is she purring?
thankful for purring.
Parrot? Ferrets purr?
let me roll a ferret check. Not purring.
Never had a ferret. Figured
I
they might purr.
may daydream from time to time of trees and realize I do miss them very much.
The day comes and goes. Very little of note mentioned. Where do you find yourselves as the sun sets?
As stated, I wait till most people go on board, under decks.
Below deck and then just juggle down there?
Well, up deck. But what I usually do juggle is more room.
Okay, so you juggle above deck.
Yeah.
So during the night you would find yourself above deck.
Yes.
Okay.
I tell Alfie, come to the front of the ship with me.
Alright. You're about to do something fucking. I can just see it in your fucking face. I know exactly what you're about to do.
Do you?
Yes,
Really?
I do.
Okay.
Go
so
for it.
I'm like, Alfie, hold me real quick. I gotta check something.
Uh-huh.
Hold you.
Yeah, just like hold my waist so I don't fall
Yep.
overboard. I gotta check something.
Okay.
Yep.
Here you go.
So I get up there. I'm like,
Ribbon.
okay, I'm flying, Alfie. I'm flying.
No.
God, why are you so easy to read?
No, brother, you're not. I'm holding you to the ground, to the ship right now.
Yeah, it was so much better than when I had.
Oh, you pretending?
Yeah.
Oh,
brother.
I'm sorry to ruin
Obviously
that for
I
you,
wasn't
brother.
fucking flying.
No, you're flying.
I don't know what the fuck the problem with you. You ruined somebody's dreams.
Fly, brother. Fly.
Nice.
Another possible
You know that time when I hit you with that 3, and I just knew? Yeah,
Wait, what?
last episode when you were talking to South Sam.
Oh.
That wasn't a fluke. You're just super easy to read.
I just thought of it. I don't know how you do that.
But anyways, eventually, as you take in this fair winds, the smell of the sea, and the setting sun,
Surprised you didn't make a single hit me.
you're too far out to shore. There's no floating carcasses out here for them to amass around.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sun eclipses the horizon. Darkness rolls in very quickly. Alfie?
Yes.
Rolo? Edward? Especially you, Alfie. You notice something strange with the water. It's got this emerald hue to it. Look around and you look down. In the wake of the ship, verdant green is trailing off. Some type of bioluminescent algae has washed into the current, and it's just cutting it.
Have I ever seen anything like this in the Feywild?
In the Feywild, you've seen fairies, pixies, some flora cut through the air and leave dancing lights, but never here in the prime material.
Is there
have you
anybody
noticed
near
this.
me
There's Rolo.
as I'm looking?
Brother, they have fucking pixies here.
What?
Look at the water. There's pixie shit down there.
Dude, someone's been drinking too much energy drink.
What the hell is energy drink, brother?
You know, stuff that makes you go, woo!
Oh, like coffee?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Boy,
but green.
Sure would be nice to have some coffee right now.
I saw that coming too. Literally.
Let me check. Let me check Rolo's back of everything.
No coffee. Damn.
Nope.
Unfortunate. Anyway.
But yes, looking back, seeing the trails that the ships leave, and occasionally seeing green circles appear in the water.
Do I see anything in the circles?
In the circles?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check. Alfie, you don't need to.
I do have some tragic information for you.
Fucking.
Oh, no, I was just saying
My
how much
passive
higher.
perception is now 28.
Okay.
So
Without Dwayne.
I still have Dwayne. He just no longer wears.
25.
Alfie doesn't
25.
A
have
natural
that.
19.
Looking at the circles as they appear, you notice it's fish breaching the water, disturbing the surface, possibly eating whatever is causing this bioluminescence.
Oh, cute.
Edward, you see much the same, but you have a much better view, as you can peer towards the rear of the silver wind as it cuts a swath through the water as the rat's nest follows in its wake. The wake of the ships just trails off beautifully, wonderfully accented by the dark hues of the ocean and the nightly purple hues of the sky. It's a very scenic moment. But it's calm. It's peaceful. Nothing to lull you to sleep but the rocking of the ship. You find your long rests.
Get them luck points back, brother.
Uh,
Fucking chair.
Before I go to sleep, can I try to make like a couple more things Rolo for him?
I set this scene. And you're like, how about drugs?
How about drugs?
How about something I will use in the future to commit heinous acts against an individual?
Possibly deserved.
Possibly innocent.
Possibly deserved.
Never know.
Give me a d20. You're proficient in poisoners or alchemy supplies, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so d20 intelligence plus proficiency.
My intelligence sheet. Damn it. This ain't gonna be. Well, it's proficient, so. 17.
Math.
Actual 17.
Okay. You get a dose. It seems perfectly average for the time that you had to do it.
So just one?
Yeah.
Cute.
You weren't given much time to yourself amongst your duties, and you don't have much space to work.
That's fine with me. Cross that out. 3 vials of Rolo for it.
But the night comes and goes, and in the morning you are greeted by the cries of gulls. And this signals to you two. You're closing on the mainland.
Nice.
To us, too?
Yes. Well, and him too, if he paid attention.
Yeah.
But
Smell that, Alfie? Smells like land.
Trees. Trees, brother.
breakfast portions are given on both the Rat's Nest and the Silver Wind. And it's not ship biscuits and molasses. It's ham. Cured, salted, washed.
Oh shit, ham, brother.
It's
A rip-off.
pickled eggs, bread, and a gravy.
What's your favorite type of eggs? Pickled eggs.
So sick of pickles. I'll rip off a piece of ham and feed it to Sheila.
She eats it,
I rip off a piece of ham and feed it to Furry.
demolishes
I
it.
slept with it last night. She's such a good girl.
This is an animal, just to be clear.
Not a furry.
I
She's
would
Nick
buy-
Furry.
I would buy a piece of ham and I eat it.
You could have fed it to your horse, you maniac.
To be clear, you didn't get ham.
Oh,
You got thick cut bacon.
nice. I'll take
A little crispy, a little burnt, but
Still bacon.
beats the gruel that you would have had otherwise. And it seems everybody understands that you're closing on a journey done. So, jobs are allocated. You, Alfie, are not told to be a deckhand. You are sent up the Jacob's ladder, told to rest in the crow's nest.
Right. I will climb the crow's
Wait,
nest.
is that what that ladder's actually called?
The rope ladder.
Yeah, it's
with
called-
the
yeah.
beam that's called a Jacob's ladder.
Oh. I was thinking of a different Jacob's ladder, which went really weird.
I'll let that stand. But anyways, you do find yourself in the crow's nest, and you have a wonderful view. Trenton, I believe it's your turn to roll a d6.
Yes, it
Let's
is.
do it, boys.
Megalodon, here we come.
A kraken appears.
2.
2. Roll a d6.
All right.
Roll a 6.
1.
1. The clouds that had shaded you from the sun dissipate throughout the day, and you find yourself working underneath a overbearing but not unbearable daylight.
I'll throw my hood up to make sure my face does not get sunburnt.
My
and the
hood.
wind dead still.
My hood's always up.
So you reckon, Alfie, Rolo, Edward, you won't arrive late, that's for sure. You made good time to this point. But this will be a regular day's travel. Should be no issues though. It's clear sky, clear waters.
I'll keep my eyes out for land.
Keep your eyes out for land.
Is there-
I'm just
is there
absolutely
spyglass
dead
up
inside.
here. Anywhere.
That y'all navigated this
escaped.
encounter.
Just
With
had a.
no, like, wildlife combat, and I'm
things
astounded.
here. I have
I'm
things.
astounded.
So Rolo had an epiphany.
Rolo had an epiphany.
Yeah.
Was it when he absolutely went to the people are urinating energy drink into the water, or was it when he was being held so lovingly by his brother at the bow of the ship?
Neither. I never checked my foot after dropping the cannonball on it.
Got a little bit of gangrene.
I like to think that Rolo is an individual of some will, and has just been toughing it. Like
Have I seen him
in your childhood, there were times where you had to endure hardships, be it for training or for personal reasons,
Yeah, I can dislocate my thumb so I can get out of zip ties.
and then you stop and think for a moment, and you can feel your heartbeat, that thrumming, blistering pain. And you look down, and you just know that when you take off your boot, it ain't gonna be pretty.
He. So I get for trying to jiggle.
Take off your boot?
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't
Take
have
off your
a
boot.
brother that can magically heal or anything.
Your
That's why I took it off.
Oh,
your long toe and your middle toe, okay,
Or one.
are clearly broken. The middle toe's toenail is split and bloodied and blackened.
I got a long dress. I got my luck back.
You did.
Give me that shit.
That's when Willow's like, oh, don't worry. Hey, Ed.
Yeah, you look down and you're like, right. The pain. The excruciating pain. Alfie!
Alfie, I got a situation.
I'll look down. Yes, brother.
It is fucked. Those are definitely the broken
Well, I'm in the
toes.
crow's nest.
Oh, right.
How far
You
away?
said you looked down. I thought you looked
I
at
look.
feet.
I like look over the crow's
If he
nest.
had a spyglass, he could have seen it.
Yeah, how far down is he?
He's about. This ship is a bit bigger than the rat's nest, but not horribly. You're maybe 60 feet up.
No. Come up here, brother. I can.
That's horribly.
Let me
Like,
take a.
That's quite a bit bigger.
Yeah. Let me take a bit
Uh,
better look.
The situation means I can't climb a ladder.
Oh, I'll be right down. No,
You're not impaired.
I'll fly down.
You're just
I'll activate
in
my
pain.
boots.
Yeah, I just didn't want to climb the ladder.
Just don't want to climb the ladder. Okay. You fly down. You don't even have to get all the way there before you can see one of his feet are bare, and two of his toes are just black and red and just absolutely destroyed.
So, Alfie, can you fix my foot?
Oh yeah, just sit down, brother. Sit down. I got this, and I will cast Healing Spirit at 2nd level, and a tiny Alfie will appear and just start giving him a foot massage.
It tickles.
Heal.
6 seconds by 6 seconds. Have you ever had a sensation where you're like, you know it doesn't feel good, but it's so foreign that you just don't, your body just doesn't understand how to handle it?
Only when I'm alone.
Well, you get something. God damn it. You killed the music. I don't even know what the fuck just happened. Well, I think we're talking about two different sensations here, but let's roll with it. You get that as moment by moment, this foot massage stitches the flesh around your toenail back together. The toenail itself kind of goes back, and your toes straighten. Unnaturally so. The swelling goes down.
I feel like this sounds more agonizing than it actually is.
The magic of it, however, makes it bearable.
Little Alfie's getting his elbows in there, getting real deep into them tissues.
Just like elbow slaps.
The damage physically was healed after the first turn. However, the deformed toes took a moment, and by the time the spell ends, it's a minute.
Yes.
It's a minute, yeah. They are
Or no, I think it's
returned
actually
to
6
their
rounds.
6 rounds, just under a minute. Which
Or
would
no,
be stupid.
7 rounds. Because
7
it can
rounds.
heal a number of times, 1 plus your spell casting ability modifier, which is wisdom, and 5.
That's such a
so-
weird way to judge it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it would be 6.
Why would
So
you?
yeah,
Will
6
you
rounds.
make up?
Your
Sorry.
mind?
Yeah.
Sorry, 6
Learn
rounds.
your spell?
Yeah.
Forehead?
6 rounds.
But it is enough to
Finalize.
return your toes to as normal a state as Rolo toes can be.
I look at him, I go, 1 little piggy, 2 little piggy, 5 little piggy. Okay, it's good.
Bye.
Thank you.
Might you
You're
take
welcome,
that as
brother. I'm
Rolo
gonna go
is
back to the
missing
crow's
a few
nest.
toes?
And I will just run on air with my boots backed up.
Just perpendicular to the mast.
Yeah.
Should have moonwalked it.
Yeah, I should have.
You return to the crow's nest. The day
You
goes
didn't
on.
answer my question. Is
I
there a
forgot it.
spyglass?
Is there a spyglass up there? There is a spyglass, yes.
Fuck yes.
Is it mounted
It
on?
is mounted.
That's fine. I just want to look through it.
You look through it and it's quite interesting. Not as grimy or rusted out as the spyglass that you had previously used. Crystal clear polished lenses and a very nice patinaed bronze case. You would like to go up the Jacob's ladder and rest in the crow's nest with your brother? Okay. You reach there as he's looking through the spyglass.
I pull out my
You
own.
reach there as he's looking through the spyglass. So I will finish my oratory. The lenses are clear and you can see in the shadow of the fading daylight the barest outline of the shore. As this day has progressed without issue,
Yes.
and by
And I will
nightfall,
give a good land ho.
you pull your head away and say, "Land!" and you see your brother right next to you.
Shit. When the fuck
No,
did
no.
you get here?
I
How did
have
you
a
get
giant
that?
telescope
Yeah, he has the mounted one.
that I had screwed and took with me.
It's just a big spyglass. It's not like a whole
Yeah,
wide
but
telescope.
it's not one of the
It's sectional.
collapsible ones, right?
It is
Yeah,
sectional?
but it's like this big at its smallest section.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. Alright, if I was Kevin, there's a scene where Barbosa is using a magnifying glass, and his magnifying glass was bigger than Jack Sparrow's. So Jack Sparrow could get this huge ass
Oh
magnifying
yeah, I
glass.
remember that scene.
That's kind of what I was doing.
Yeah.
They're of similar sizes, however. Though yours, yours, Rolo, is not nearly as pretty as the spyglass that Alfie is using.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
I took it from the
entire
old
shit.
rat's nest. Makes sense.
But, you do see land. You ought to make landfall by tonight.
Nice.
You may choose to sleep on the boat.
Pull the roll out of the pocket.
Oh, yeah.
say
I
that
was
for
trying to
later.
open this quietly. But I guess everybody knows I'm eating a fruit roll now.
What's the internet gonna do? Judge you about it?
Maybe.
It's a fruit roll up.
Only
I bet
if
they will.
Only if they judge you on how you eat it. So disturbing.
But yes, the captain has a brief discussion with his crew. Captain Cobalt, similarly. And you three, having magic at your means, may do what you wish, but you will not be docking tonight. You will be staying offshore and finishing out this day on the ship.
Okay.
But it is a night without much issue. However, it is a night with copious amounts of drinking. Rum ration has been removed from both ships, and every seaman on board can very quickly become a drunken seaman if they wish.
Oh. Rolo got stealth.
It's dark. Roll me stealth check.
This is gonna be great.
Oh no.
You can see on the Silver Wind specifically,
26.
Elena has become the favorite individual as she's commanding around two other individuals who are carrying crates of rum and sweet bread and well-prepared meats, and everybody is getting their share. 26, you said? All right. You stealth into the bustling crew. Everybody is above deck.
Okay. I look for an open bottle of, or an open barrel of rum.
This rum is not barreled, it's bottled.
Okay. Oh.
You gonna dive in like you dived into that vinegar?
No.
Something far more.
So I go and I find, is it just like, are they by themselves?
Elena is leading these two individuals, but there are multiple crates, and they can't carry them all. So there are crates that have been brought up from the hold.
Okay, so I go to the top crate that's just sitting there by itself.
Okay.
Pop 4 off. Pop 4 of the tops off.
Okay. They're
Put some-
corked, so you
Put
do.
some shoots in all of them. Put the corks back on.
That'll be about all your shrooms.
That's fine. Mix it up.
Oh, come on!
Shake it too.
I had plans for those.
We'll get more.
I was gonna go on a spirit quest.
You already did. You found zombies.
All right, the night continues, and Rolo, you watch with glee
I just wait.
as you stay in the shadows. Do you drink? You have to make your presence known if you want to get a
I grab
ration.
one of the
Ration.
uncontaminated bottles.
No, you just take one.
Just take one.
Super rude, but okay. You stealth
Have you met me?
much well enough.
I had no idea he did this.
I hope you did get a bottle.
As I notice everyone drinking, I will partake. If I get a drugged bottle, I guess I get a drugged bottle.
Time to mark off the shrooms. No more.
Roll a d20.
Me?
Yep. Oh, geez, where'd that go?
Any modifiers?
Skis, yeah.
Nope. Oh, Jesus. Just a d20.
11.
11. You taste rum. It's fairly high proof. And it burns. It's got a sweet aftertaste.
I plan on getting properly fucked up tonight to celebrate to the fact tomorrow I get to go on dry land for a while.
It is easy enough to do so. If you finish your bottle, you're welcome to another. However, every bottle you take, I will need you to roll another d20.
Enough to get pretty drunk, but not
I
so
take-
drunk that I...
What's your constitution modifier?
14 plus 2.
Modifier.
Plus 2.
So 2.
2. I'll do 2.
Okay.
I drink another bottle.
9.
You walked away. Did you keep eyes on the crates?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes,
real-
I'm keeping really good eyes on these
The
crates.
real question is
What did you
between
roll?
a 9, but the real question is between the time I drink the first bottle and I go back to my second one, does Rolo tell me what he's done?
Doubt it.
You having fun?
Yeah, I'm getting fucked up tonight, brother.
Oh,
Tomorrow, we get magical items and we go on land.
don't get too fucked up. You're gonna miss the show.
What show?
You'll see.
And then you grab a second bottle.
And then I go grab a second bottle.
And you said 9?
9.
Okay. Tastes like rum.
Alright.
Edward,
Edward, on your ship, it's a little bit different.
There's no shrooms.
Yeah.
And it's not rum, surprisingly.
Tequila.
You pop the cork on your bottle and you give it a snifter.
Snifter.
This is whiskey.
Nice.
And it is
They got the
high proof. Which is weird. You would have expected it to be rum. Every time you've seen Captain Cobalt throughout this trip, he's never had a bottle far from hand. Strange.
Kept it all to himself.
But it is strong stuff. Kind of hickory. Kind of walnut. But it's good. And if you desire, you certainly can get absolutely demolished.
I'm not gonna get absolutely demolished like
Wise.
just like
You're in danger, buddy.
because I don't have my friends with me. So, I will get like to a point where it's between drunk and buzz.
Right on the threshold of being drunk,
Okay.
but still aware of your surroundings.
Just out of curiosity, this shroom pouch, the velvet one.
Yeah.
If you had to show how big it is, how big is the pouch?
So you know those people with like penis obsessions who hang nut
feel
sacks
like-
off of their trucks?
Oh, yeah.
About that big.
So not this big.
If you were to like make that taut and slightly ball shaped, yes, that.
Is it big enough to hold a ferret? A curled up ferret.
Possibly.
You know,
Comfortably.
we're landing in a city
Comfortably?
where you can pay someone
Possibly
like
not.
2 gold or something to like.
I'm just
sell
trying to help her out,
really
trying to give her a
nice
little,
pocket.
trying to give her a little hammock, you know.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
But
I have an empty sack now.
Edward or Rolo.
Yeah.
Jesus, I went through every name in the party except the right one. Rolo, you do notice as your brother goes for his second bottle, he does pick up the last bottle on the top rack,
Oh,
and it is one of them.
he's about to
You
miss
had
the show and
drugs.
become the show.
However, you do notice the other 3 are also gone.
Oh. Wait. Well, I was watching it. How did I not see who took it?
Would you like to know who took it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear to God, if Pete. Roll for it.
Pete did take one.
Ah!
However, an individual you did not recognize took one. Elena took one.
Oh no!
And the orcish individual took one.
That's fantastic.
Wait, what? That's 4. I only did 4. I thought he took one.
Did I not just name 3 people?
He said me, Elena.
Oh yeah, I named a rando.
Yeah, you made
Yeah,
a random.
Forget the rando.
Oh yeah.
So,
Not gonna lie, I was
Pete?
making one person out because I thought I missed one.
Pete, Elena,
Yep.
Orcman. and
Orcman?
Me,
And Alfie.
of course.
and the twinsy. Okay. I just...
And I don't even taste the difference, so I have no
I
idea
sit back,
what's
I
about
cross
to
my
happen.
legs. Wish I had some popcorn.
How much do you drink?
I drank 1 bottle,
Just one?
and I opened a second one.
Okay.
But I didn't drink
What's your
it.
constitution modifier?
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
Damn, you got some hella constitution, bro.
You feel like you could polish this bottle and some more and be fine.
Aye, aye.
But, Edward, there is no restraint amongst the crew of the Rat's Nest. And they drink into a belligerent stupor. You see, people have hung oil lanterns on the rigging, and they're taking turns
No, it's
throwing
me.
daggers at them. And occasionally some of them get hit and the oil lanterns explode in fire and it rains into the water. And you think, wow, that could be dangerous. You see some of the more lithe individuals have climbed to the mast and they're running back and forth. just seeing who'll fall off first. And you're like, wow, that could be dangerous.
And that's seesaws, right?
Yeah. So it's like who's heavier, who's gonna get fucked first.
I just want to point out, if that was me, I would have been ridiculed like 20 million times over.
Funny note about that. You do spy Captain Cobalt a few times.
He's one of the ones.
Bro is absolutely sloshed. You don't know how much he's drank, but every time you see him, you can smell it. And it does smell like rum. And you just... There's a few moments where you think, man, kind of wish I was in Alfie's shoes. Wish I could have looked at those fucking... Where the hell is it hiding? But it's a party. And if you want a party, you can. However, you stay reserved. You get a little buzzed and take it a little bit further. But you stay cognizant. You look around and you're approached by somebody. It's a brolic individual. Puts a hand on your shoulder. If I were you... Well, that's a long story. But if I were you now... I'd have killed those bastards. You're a bigger man than me. And he kind of like pats you on the head and like brings you in for a hug. And just kind of like holds your head in his chest for a moment and like scratches your hair. And it gets a little bit awkward until eventually he pats and just lets you go.
Just out of curiosity, how far away is the rat's nest from our ship?
About 100 feet.
Not that far.
You can hear them fucking going wild. And you kind of feel like Captain Carter is taking it as a challenge. Because he is riling up his crew. But, the day goes on. Or the night, rather.
I won't.
Alfie.
Yes.
Give me a Constitution check.
Constitution
Save. That word, yeah.
18.
18. Whew. Oh, man. You don't know what was in this one.
This second bottle's hitting me good, brother.
But you
Oh, I know.
drink down the dregs of it and something passes your lips. A little fibrous. Tasted like the rum, though.
Some chewy in here. That's odd.
And then the shadows of the individuals start to turn into more vague silhouettes, dancing in the candlelight.
Jeez, that's creepy as fuck.
The few instruments that are on board and being played kind of just become the sole purpose of your attention. And the lantern light itself just turns into glowing orbs as you find yourself swaying gleefully and aloofly amongst these shadows. And it almost feels like you're home. It almost feels like you're floating.
I'm wise enough to recognize this feeling as
I would say
similar.
yes.
Yes.
It is similar to the time you could have sworn the dead people were talking. But it's branched. There's a plateau that you didn't hit, or a pit that you didn't fall into, and you're just floating above it.
So, not Rolo asking, me asking.
Okay, Bryn.
Okay.
That's an important distinction.
Very much so. What's the downfall for mixing shrooms with alcohol?
IBS the next day, I suppose.
Okay.
I don't know. He rolled high on his con save. And he didn't get absolutely fucked up.
But the other three.
As
That's the question, isn't it?
start to feel this way, I remember my dream that I had back in the Feywild before I got Sheila. And then I go sit down in a corner and I just think about that dream. I close my eyes and I try to replay it to see if maybe there's something I missed. maybe there's something I didn't get at the time
Okay.
to give me more answers as to why this happened.
We'll come to that. Rolo.
Yes.
The night progresses and you notice Alfie. And he's feeling it. But he's smiling. He looks aloof, which is not uncommon for you two, but it's comforting given the situation. Until he eventually just finds a seat and vibes, closes his eyes, leans his head back. He's not really what you want to know. And you watch the rest of the crew.
I start with Pete.
You watch
Poor
Pete.
Pete. Poor Pete.
And I just want to let everybody know, while I'm just like sitting there scanning the room, I'm sitting there again, like where is everybody? Are they up or down?
They're all on the top deck.
Top deck. Okay.
So there's a few people milling around Captain Carter near the captain's wheel. There's a few people on the bow of the ship, but most people are on the main deck.
Okay. So I'm like sitting on the top of the steps
Okay.
with furry in my hand, and I'm just petting and smiling, just like this is great.
Do you have a not empty bottle of rum?
Yeah. I still got like half a bottle.
Okay. As you set it down on the steps and you pet Ferdinina, she becomes curious. And like she does kind of like perk up and sniff around. She's drawn to the mouth of that bottle.
No, furry. No, you can't have that, furry.
Okay. Just checking.
No, you don't need to be a drunk fit. Turn into a belt.
But the night progresses and you watch Pete. And Pete generally has a tied up linen shirt. And he generally tries to stay put together even though sometimes he can be kind of a shit eater. You see him kill his bottle. And just like throw it on the ground.
Rolo has the most menacing smile.
And you can see his eyes. They're wide. And just this big grin creeps across his face. Despite the fact that there's welts across one side of it, he doesn't seem to care anymore. And he just like rips the top of his chest, his shirt open and bares his chest. Whoa! And he just starts going in with the festivities. And he seems very, very happy.
Good for him.
Who would you like to check in on next?
Orc guy.
Orc guy.
Is he the one that hit Pete?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is great.
You see him, he's about 3 bottles deep before he picked up one of them that you spiked.
Oh, Jesus.
He's a bigger individual. You figure he could have held his liquor. But he gets about halfway through this one. And he's got this twisted up look on his face. And he kind of looks at it, shakes it at the moon, takes another swig. And his eyes go wide, his pupils dilate. And just this look of disgust comes over his face, and he just swings the bottle out and throws it. You see it just barely passes Captain Carter
Ooh.
before flying off the boat. He doesn't seem to pay too much attention to it. But this guy kind of... And he goes to one knee. And he heaves. And then he like takes off in a crawling run to one of the ramparts and just loses it all. It's frothy and disgusting with hues of... You're not even sure what he had to have eaten to get these hues. But he loses an incredible volume over the ship before he stumbles back, still kind of balancing himself on the rampart, and just falls flat on his back. And kind of pulls off his bandana and covers his face with it. And you can see him just shaking his head underneath it and holding his stomach.
The menacing grin got bigger.
My man's not having a good time.
Who would you like to check on next?
The final one.
Yeah.
The man.
Oh.
still just petting Fair.
Pete walks past Elena, and he's still giving the Ric Flair woo. And as she passes him, he kind of like shoulder checks her as she's finishing off a bottle, and she looks back at him, and just like the straight-laced vanishes from her eyes. It's like all of the restraints just kind of flutter off in that one moment. And she rips a hand back, drops the bottle, grabs Pete by the shoulder, and turns him around and just decks him with a right hook.
Not how I thought that was gonna go.
You thought they were gonna have a big out session?
No, I just thought they were just gonna be like party.
And poor Pete is not a tough guy.
Was that the same side of the fence
Yes.
or the other side of the
The
fence?
same side. But she hits him, and like, you're surprised to see it come out of somebody a head and shoulder shorter than you. But now without her coat, rolled up sleeves, Lena's got some guns.
She's
She catches Pete under the jaw and like pulls him off the deck
Yes,
and
Pete's
just
knocked
flings
unconscious again.
him. And Pete just skids through the crowd, and you can see him, he lands with his arms back and just the biggest smile on his face, but his eyes are gone and he's out.
Menacing Greg goes to maximum level.
And you see, like, Pete got happy. Didn't sit well with the other dude. Alfie seems to be vibing. Elena just gets fucking furious.
She's an angry drunk.
Like, it doesn't take much. She goes through the crowd throwing haymakers at, like,
Oh my god!
anyone who, like, nudges her, looks at her funny. And at that point, you're like, oh, that's kind of a scene. And you look back and you can see Captain Carter. He's flushed in the face, and he sees this happening, and he's just dying.
That's my captain.
Like you can see him, he's bent over the captain's wheel, and he's got a bottle in his hand, and he's just, he can't catch his breath. He's laughing so hard. And like, he tries to compose himself for a moment, and he goes to point, and inhales like he's gonna say something. But as soon as he gets to the first syllable, he just loses it, and he just can't stop laughing at this. Eventually, other people start to notice that Elena is just going hog wild. And it takes about 4 people
I'm just
to
kicking.
get her to stop.
Just kicking and laughing. I feel like I should have been a trickster fairy.
You're like 5 feet away from Captain Carter. It's a natural 20. You can hear the laughing stop for a moment. And you look back. He's looking right at you.
Hey, Captain.
Petting your ferret. Like some kind of
Dr. E.
Dr. Evil, malicious individual. It's the last night we'll probably spend together, so I'll let it slide. But just tell me, what the fuck did you do?
Me? I did nothing.
Oh, that ain't gonna fly.
Okay. To be fair, you seem like a cool dude. So, I had this pouch of some kind of like shrooms. I don't know what they did. I just know that they really like fuck people up. So before the party started, I put it in 4 random bottles, and there's the 4.
And he turns up his bottle and it's empty, and he just kind of like sets it down next to the wheel, and
I give him my
Back.
other half.
he pulls up a full one.
Okay, try to be nice.
Pops the cork with one thumb and starts sipping on that one. Like I said, tonight it's funny, and I'll let it go. If you ever find yourself on my ship again, if I find out you poisoned my crew, I'll kill you myself.
Aye, Captain.
Anyways.
But this is great though. She's just fucking everybody up.
pretty funny. Oh God, look at that! She kicked that guy in the head.
Was it Pete again?
Oh no, Pete ain't got up yet. I think somebody might need to check on him.
Pete's having a bad time.
Yeah, I hear. Roscoe said that Pete freaked out the other day.
I think it was something he ate.
He looked at you again. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Nope. No idea.
Make a deception check.
Damn it.
Not bad. Dirty 20?
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Okay, he got 26 on insight.
What a wise motherfucker.
Hey, wait, was that a disadvantage? Because he's been drinking.
You have as well. What's your Constitution modifier again?
+4.
+4, and you're 2 in?
I'm 1.5.
1.5? I'll give him disadvantage. It's a natural 20 from that one.
Okay, he knows I'm lying.
That one was uncalled for.
Agreed. My apologies. I just wanted to see how Pete would work.
You said you put like mushrooms in there.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered like microdosing? Like maybe not like go whole hog, just a little bit when you're getting somebody. Like, look at his jaw.
I mean, so
Roscoe says he knocked a tooth loose, but I think Elaine just broke it.
I think Elaine broke his face. And the truthless thing, I wasn't expecting it to end up like that. That's not how me and my brother, that's not what happened to us when we took it. So, you know, teach their own.
Yeah,
But I'm all out now, so
I certainly hope so.
I promise. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Go.
Swallow 1,000 needles or some such. Anyways,
Something like
there's
that.
drinking to be done.
You want to have a drink off?
You've got some catching up to do.
I
Like,
grabbed-
he shuffles his left leg, and you can hear just clatters, and you see 4 bottles fall out from underneath the captain's wheel.
Nice.
Pop 2 off and double fist that sheet.
2 at a time. I'll need a con save.
Yeah.
You got it.
Edward.
Con save.
Yep.
Edward, it's about this time. Somebody get talking to you, Chief. Don't go nodding off. I know it's late, but come on, man.
Sorry.
But it's about this time. Somebody gets brave. And they look around. I don't see the big guy.
Oh.
They got a bottle, and they approach you. And they put a finger on your chest. They dig it in. And I said, I. And they pull it back. Dig it in again. Don't like you. I think it's fucking your fault. That that posh, high and mighty tub over there made it this far. Now, Captain seems to like you. He looks around. And I don't see your boyfriend, but he seems to like you. But I don't fucking like you! And he digs his fingers into your chest again.
Alright.
You just let it happen? You say anything? Do anything?
I will. I didn't drink that much, correct?
No. No, you're still perfectly cognizant.
I will do a quick nod. The other ship's on this side, right?
It's ahead of you.
Alright. But nothing's on either way?
No.
At nope. to like be like right beside the head, or who's ever pointing me.
Yeah, he's right in front of you. Like he's almost nose to nose.
I just want him to like feel it when I do it. I
Feel
will,
what?
I
He's
will,
getting there.
I will 6th level guiding smite.
God!
You've got to hit something.
Do I?
Guiding smite. You mean guiding bolt?
Guiding bolt, yes.
Guiding bolt. Okay, you still need a target. Or just out into the ocean.
I think he's doing it at the guy.
No, I want him to like.
Feel those shockwaves. from
Yeah.
it.
Oh. Shoot at the moon.
You look at him, and you look to either side. And about 80 feet out, close to the shore, you can see a rocky outcropping. And you look him dead in the eyes, and you narrow your vision. You say, "What's that?" And he follows your finger, and as soon as he looks in that direction, you fire off this guiding bolt. Just roll for an attack.
I believe that's a good amount of d8s. Wait, roll for attack.
Yeah, not damage.
Not yet. 17.
At 6th level, it should be 68. But it doesn't matter. Actually, I think it should be 60-10.
So,
Or
no,
something
guiding
like that.
bolt.
You blow it the
think
fuck
it's-
I
up.
think,
Yeah.
I think 69.
You point, and as he follows you, this... What color would you like it to be?
For flavor's sake, it's purple, and when it's when I shoot the beam, petals will fall from as the beam is shoot.
Okay. You point, and as he follows your hand, this purple energy coalesces at your fingertip, and like a fucking Frieza's death beam or whatever the hell, you fire it, and it streaks across the sea and strikes this rock, sending it scattering into smoldering bits. You, Alfie, hear it crackle through, and you're drawn out of your stupor for just a moment to see this lightning bolt arc parallel with the ocean and strike a nearby stone. And he does. It undoubtedly singes the air around him, and the hair on one side of his face is blown to the other. And he looks back at you, and you can see there's a decision in his eyes. You've seen it before in some bandits, and it's 100% a fight or flight situation here. Roll a d6.
Oh no.
1.
1. He kind of shakes his head for a moment, he puts his hand on your chest and pushes you away. He's fucking freak! And he bolts off into the crowd.
I rolled a 23.
23
Natural 19.
for that con save.
Yeah.
I will force. It'll start as a chuckle, then to a bellow of laughter.
You start laughing. And you do see Captain Cobalt take a few steps down the stairs. Still standing above you. Not quite to your level. But he looks off. He pulls a saber. And swirls it. And he bellows through the crowd. If anybody thinks that they can back up bravado with words, I welcome them to try it here. And he swings the saber a few times. And everybody just cheers. And he cheers. And goes back to drinking. It takes you a moment, Rolo. It's a lot of volume. But ounce by ounce, you chug it. Both bottles, one in each cheek. Until they're empty.
Grab 2 more. Gotta catch up.
grab 2 more, so this will put you at 5.5.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Surely he's at 5 by that point.
yeah.
Because
So-
he was 4 empty and he was drinking 1.
Yeah.
So.
So he's at 5, and you're at 5.5. By the time you finish your 2, he's finished his 1, and he drops it to the ground. And as you pick up 2 more, he picks up 1. Says, after that, then it can be a game. And he starts chugging.
Dual fist again!
Where'd my D20 go? Whoop. Okay.
Right,
Go for it.
right. Con 15.
Okay. 15.
Yep.
Again, it's a lot. And it's difficult. You kind of sputter for a moment, but you finish him. And as soon as you bring your head back with the rock, it almost feels like you keep going. You're well and truly drunk now.
Alright, Captain, you ready?
He kind of drops the bottle off of the top deck and reaches down and grabs the bottle and it's empty. Grabs another bottle and it's empty. Elaine! Quit your squirming and bring a rack of them up here.
Oh, don't call it up here, Captain. Please don't.
She kind of pushes the people who are holding her down. And she shoots up. Captain! And she kind of takes off in a run and stumbles into the rack of rum before picking one up and like kind of football tucking it and running up to the stairs.
She scares me.
And she drops it behind you at the captain's feet. Captain! And then she turns on her heel and tries to go down the stairs, and as she does, she trips and just eats the deck.
Ew. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
And she doesn't get up.
I think she's dead.
And you look at her, and her eyes are closed. And her knuckles are red.
Definitely dead.
She's breathing and smiling.
She's sleeping.
Alright, Captain, you ready?
And she seems out.
Grab bottle.
Grab the bottle.
Uncork it.
Okay. Start drinking.
Is he gonna start drinking?
Yeah.
Chug.
They were dropped at his feet, so he got one.
Chug it.
Alright, you kill it. He follows suit. You're both drunk, so both of you are rolling a disadvantage.
Done.
Wow, that's a D12.
Oh man.
That's why
That's a D12.
Okay.
I just hear this in my head, in my drunken stupor. Luck. Better. 18.
18.
Gotta love me some luck.
You kill it, and you're staying in. But you look at the captain. As you're bringing your bottle down, he's already got his by the bottom of it, just swinging it.
Oh yeah. I see you. I see you, Captain. Pop another.
As he bends down, he kind of lets out a belch, and he says, "Boy, I've been doing this for years." And he pops the cork on another.
Chick.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Follow suit.
Alright, use these two.
Where were these rolls before? Why do I always win the stupid shit? You get one more, correct?
Two. I haven't used any today.
Oh,
It was an easy day.
I could have sworn you used one.
No, that was that day.
Yeah, no, we moved fast. 2 double movement days.
Sheet.
They all blended together. Time is an
Yeah.
illusion.
We'll luck it.
Luck it.
Luck it. 17.
17. Once again, you're not that far behind. You manage to turn your head back and actually see him pulling it away from his lips. But he's still looking at the bottle, and he twirls it in his hand to grab it by the bottom. Just to, like, hit you with the same face. And he looks at you, and you're already looking at him. Okay.
Grab
Okay.
another.
And he drops it, and it shatters on the deck, and he grabs another.
Chug.
as he's bringing it to his lips, and he's like, "It's a small frame you've got, son. I know you're feeling it." And he starts killing it.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
I need to bring up a ability real fast because I've forgotten what it's called and I don't want to sound stupid.
Just want to let you know, my rolls were a 20 and an 18.
Nice.
Nice rolls.
Very nice, very nice.
So 23. Wait, 22.
24. Your Constitution save should be 4.
It is 4. It's 20, 22.
So a natural 20
It's-
plus 4.
It's disadvantage, so it'd be
Oh,
the
it'd
18.
be 18. Yeah.
Classes.
What did advantage?
Fighter.
I wish it's advantage, because then the
Feature.
captain would look over and I'd be spinning the bottle.
Right.
I don't care about fighting styles. I care about...
Alcoholism.
That's what it's called. Indomitable. People use an Indomitable to re-roll a save.
But you have to choose the new roll, right?
Yes, I have to use it.
Yeah.
It's not going to get worse than a nat 1.
Ooh.
That's infinite better.
Yeah.
So you beat him this time,
Nice.
and you look back. You're pulling it away as he's pulling it from his lips.
I'm twirling it.
Don't get ahead of yourself. And he smashes it on the ground and grabs another. There's about 2 more in this whole case after you've taken one.
Okay, so there's like one more round left.
After this one,
Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Check it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
Last one.
22?
22. Okay. You keep it down. And you're mashing him bottle for bottle.
Got no more luck now.
And you're pretty in sync here. And you see him, he pulls it away. And he eyes you. Like eye to eye. All or nothing here.
It is.
And he sends the bottle careening across the deck and he grabs his last one. You grab the last one in the crate.
Yep.
The DC for this, massive.
Massive. You
Like-
fucking killed like a case.
It will be very hard for you. It will be extraordinarily hard for you to succeed here. But it will be almost as hard for him.
Okay. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. About to go join the lane. Elena.
Ooh, did not roll it good.
Oh, he rolled fantastic.
Oh.
Here's the thing. It's disadvantage.
Oh.
So this natural 20 doesn't mean anything.
He rolled a nat 20 on his first one too.
Yeah. What's your second one?
Total?
Yeah.
Yep.
Am I proficient in drinking?
Nope.
Almost.
Oh, so I'm not?
No.
11.
11. The second one was 18. With plus 5 modifier. That brings him to 24. Which is not the
That's
25 he
23.
needed. 23, math. Which is not the 25 he needed.
So we both just collapsed.
But he did roll higher than you.
Wait a minute. I would have had to roll a nat 20
Yes.
to reach a 25.
Yes.
At disadvantage.
Which means so would he have.
Yeah.
Because I did my math perfectly. But you both bring your bottles down and you both slam them on your respective surfaces.
I actually throw mine toward Pete.
It's gonna be a hell of a throw. Give me an attack roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
Homeboy's like 60 feet away from
What
you.
do I add to it?
It's an improvised weapon, so just your dexterity.
Just my dexterity?
Yeah.
At disadvantage?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. 8.
You
The other
throw
roll
it-
was a 19.
You throw it at Pete. Oh, straight roll.
You said
Because he's.
this
No. ranged attacks.
Yeah,
at
but
a
he's
target are
prone.
Disadvantage.
So just re-roll.
No, because it would have been at disadvantage.
Why?
Because ranged attacks against a prone
Oh.
target are at disadvantage. Melee attacks within 5 feet are at advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, so 8. That close. You throw it at Pete. It falls a little bit short, and it just kind of spins.
I actually just wanted to like throw it behind me and just pray it hit Pete.
Pete's in front of you.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
on the stairs. Pete's over here.
So I just like fucking tomahawk chucked it.
Yeah, you chucked it across the deck, and it landed and bounced and went into a spin as it careened across. You see Pete decked out like starfish on the deck. It's going, and it's going, and it stops spinning, and it just flies end first towards Pete, just square between the legs. You didn't hit him with it, but you know, right before the blackness takes your eyes, oh, that was one of the soft ones. That's gonna hurt in the morning. You black out.
With a smile on my face.
You hear a chuckle from the captain. As you're falling, you also hear thud.
Nice.
Smile got bigger.
So you just fell off the stairs? It's not enough to deal damage, I'm just
I mean, wait, wouldn't that mean that I'd fall on Elena?
Yeah.
This is gonna be an interesting story of the morning.
Boy, you're gonna get the shit beat out of you.
At least the pants are still up.
Fair enough.
But yeah. You drank yourselves into a drunken stupor.
Drunk in coma.
You made whatever example you needed to. Is there anything you'd like to do with the rest of the night?
I suppose I'll just, while all the boys are drinking and stuff, just, play some, she stanties on the flute, you know, get the boys going.
Heck yeah.
You play it, and you hear it, and it's great. And you can see a reaction from, like, the immediate vicinity.
Huh?
And you know they hear it, and they like it. Might just be because they're drunk, you don't know. But as you peer into the crowd while you play, you're not sure if you're reaching them. These motherfuckers are loud. And these motherfuckers are raucous, and they are belligerent. But nonetheless, you play as a bard does. You play into the night. And that will bring us to you, Alfie. I need 2 things from you.
Yes.
First, I will need a wisdom check, followed by a wisdom save.
Wisdom check. 9.
Okay?
Wisdom save. 15.
15. You rest your head against the rocking rear of the ship, and you hear a thud. A few moments pass, you hear clattering bottles, and you're trying to block it out. And then a few more moments pass, and you hear another thud. This one's slightly muffled. Followed almost immediately by a second one, higher above you. But then it finally gets quiet. And you drift off into the blackness of your own thoughts. And you can't find anything. But it is quiet now. The murmur of the crowd has gone to a low drone. The only light behind your closed eyes is the very faintest silvery moonlight. And it just paints your mind in a hue that's so relaxing. You find yourself drifting off into sleep. With no horrible nightmares. Because you passed your save.
Oh, good.
Good job.
But I do believe that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh.
Come on.
And we will pick up
No.
next week in the morning with the consequences of whomsoever actions on whomsoever shoulders, and landfall, followed by rewards.
Oh. So close.
So close.
So close, yet so far.
I cannot wait to continue this story next week and see what you get up to
I was
on your days on shore.
so hoping I'd get just a pinch. Just a pinch.
You could have gotten a pinch if you nosed around the treasure hold, which I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I'm fucking shocked that Rolo was never like, where's the most guarded area on this ship?
No, I meant the
Reform low.